buenos días, buenos tardes, y buenos noches, and todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And today we have the grand finals, or the championship map of the North American ReBooT. And Ninal is my co-caster. How's it going, Ninal? We are here. Think you might be muted, maybe? Alright, Ninal is... Or am I? Did I fail going back to the Discord? I failed to go back. Here we go. I did intros. Was not even being in here with you, Ninal. I apologize, my friend. I didn't realize I wasn't in here. And Ninal is my co-caster, but the grand finals are here, Nal, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's amazing. This has been a long time coming. It's just about been the best scenario possible. Obviously, we would have loved a match last week as well, like a third match. But regardless, we are here with the championship match. This is the final of the final. There can be no more series after this. It is representing Peru. We've got Hokori facing off against question mark representing Russia. And it was really interesting. I was actually looking at the bracket, and question mark was they sent Resilience, they sent Iridescent, they sent Fear Factory, all to the loser bracket. And Dynasty was actually finishing them off, while Hokori was on the other side of the loser bracket, finishing up all the other teams, and then they beat Dynasty. So it's been a really strange series of events. These teams have been taking everyone down, obviously, because here we are with the final two teams. Now, we got a Smoker, Charger, Hunter, and a Boom. Hunt goes in. Charger on the opposite end. He lands on the log and gets the charge and almost two smackdowns. Holy moly, what a way to start it off. No spit, still gets 7% on the hit. Insane.
Yeah, that's a strong opening here in Nalakamo. They're going to try to get some smoker ticks. Not going to get it, but they're just going to die off because the tank's about to be up. We're going to have the first tank of this championship match for question mark, and it will be into the hands of... That is... I'm pretty confident that is Xenix, no, because his other teammates will be Snipe, yes, Doom, and NF Meister. No Reich today. This is who they're going to roll with their four. And why don't you take the long-time first place tournament winners over the past few years of Corey for us, no?
For Corey, we've got Grizz, Yaft, Shockwave, and Zyko on the Survivor side. For our tanks, I looked up his name. It means Shoe on the Balls, which is a very interesting name to be rocking for the championship finale match. But that is Xenix. You're absolutely right. They went ahead and sit in a Boom for one. Got a Smoker, and we're holding onto the Charger as well, it looks like.
Yeah, they're just going to rain a couple rocks down. Let's see, let's do, again, good damage. That Boomer proxy was just a sack. Even though the pings are kind of medium, one player on each team, though, Nal, is red. But for the most part, I think the players are still going to play pretty aggressively because they're not necessarily bad ping, but not necessarily good. This tank's ready to go in, Nal. Why don't you start us off in this championship match?
Gladly. 500 HP down already. Second pass, 10%. He's eventually, I mean, he lost a lot of HP. He does split up 3-1, though. Does the patience pay off? He gets the easy corner. Not gonna be a corner.
Оп. Отстрелил. У меня очень долгий кулдаун язык. Дабл не залетел у меня. Было бы больно. Ярик. Я был бы быстрый кулдаун на язык. Идет. Было бы найс. Мне было бы найс, если я дабл дал. Вот, unlucky. Я прям в толпу пробивал. Только одного взял. Бля, сейчас там что будет? Заки, по-моему, и смокер. Этого же чара не будет. Тут под горой или на дропе? Смокера не будет. Смокер последний. А, умер. Тут или на дропе?
Под горой, под горой.
Ок.
Когда они мобов начнут чистить.
Да. На перезарядке. Я тогда вот тут попробую, наверное. Из-за камня это... Го, клик, да.
Го?
Го, го. А.
He's going to survive, and they'll lose about 30% of the bonus. I cannot believe that, like, all the casters crashed during that. What the heck? Well, I can tell you, everybody at home that missed that, we apologize, but the people on YouTube will get it, because we'll use the other streams to collect the footage from it to give you some kind of action. Sorry that everything's a little janky right now as far as the settings. I got to get them reset up here, but all of a sudden everything looks crystal clear. I don't know about you, but it looks like something janky happened, and I can see everything very vibrantly as the smoker pool comes out. Oh, it's a quad try, and that's going to get shut down. Not much damage coming out, and 63% remains. Hopefully you're back with us here, Nall. Are you back in yet? All right.
Yeah, as Mando dips out of the server, I will be joining into the server. We are here. You know, good to get this map out of the way. But I can say, Hokori, they only take one incap from this tank. Obviously, getting no incaps is a possibility on this tank as well, so it could be slightly better. But for the most part here, I mean, Hokori, they dealt with the, you know, the house that's halfway through the map, the halfway house pretty well. And now they just got this cliffside hangout, and I mean, it's 5 seconds before the SIs are up. This is going to be a scramble for question mark.
Ooh. Oh, they jumped the gun too early. The smoker fell off. They'll get a pull off, though. Oh, it's a death!
Oh.
They get a kill on Psycho, no! Oh, my goodness. Phoenix.
The thing I love about casting Left 4 Dead 2 is sometimes you just always learn new. At least for me, I'm always learning new things about the way the game is played, and that's just the smoke spot. I can't say that I've really seen in a tournament match somebody be able to pull off, and out of nowhere, Zyko is dead. That's going to completely flip the game on its head. They go from over 60% of the bonus to about a quarter of the bonus in the blink of an eye.
No, that was... Oh my goodness. I'm trying to do an evaluation. They were about to walk in with, what, 1,300 bonus? And that was about a 500 damage swing coming out from Xenix. I thought it was and they went too earlier. He missed his spawn, but it was all intentional. He knew exactly what he was doing, and they get the kill onto Zyko. And Hokori walks in with 3 after taking the tank pretty well from what we've seen when we came back in the server, because obviously we missed it.
Right.
Well, here we go. Chapter 1, second half, on the go. And I think Question Mark has the opportunity to take a pretty good lead delta if they can survive.
Absolutely, but we've seen that insta-kill just be so effective. We're playing with the top teams in the world. You'd expect them. Hit comes out, finds 2, triple boom. Not quite getting the smackdown, but a good few smoke ticks as well. 5% charge at the cliffside hit when the survivors were split 2-2, and that was amazing. That charge is usually the killer, but it actually ended up being the smoker. I don't know if they didn't have ammo or they just split, but I really want to see the survivor play get elevated a bit here.
Here is the first tank of the game before Hokori into the hands of Shockwave. And of course, we're going to retreat back to the safe barrel. That DP was kind of close. No, they weren't really paying attention to it. And there's a lot of commons chasing in the back. Not going to be any effect, though, as Yap looks to kill the Spitter, maybe with an attempt from this charge. I don't know. No, they got to get rid of the Spitter sooner or later. Uh-oh. No, I think they're going to try to play this tank long on question mark. If they're going to hold everything, they got to be thinking they're going to go in for hits. What do you think if they try to play this long here?
This is just really interesting. We got a boom charge spit. This is, charge easily lasered down. Now boom walks up, die, and spit comes out for nothing. You know, now they set up a charge. Actually, do they? I think this should be, what, a hunt smoke jock at this point, which they can be fine with that.
Ooh.
But you're right. You're right. Shockwave is using so much of his life to keep the frustration up.
Trading a lot. No, that's almost 500 health already. They need to make this hit work if they're going to do this. Oh, no, he's just rolling it in. I think he's just rolling in. No, there goes the rock. They get it. Was it? I think it was iframe, though. It was an iframe rock. They'll just get 2% damage with that hit, so they trade 600 to 700 health for that. I don't know if that was a good trade-off, because question mark's health is exactly what Hokori's was at going into this tank.
But now they walk over here, and we've got a boom coming up, we've got a charge coming up. This could be a pretty scary rocket boom if they're not careful. I'm sure Question Mark is very aware, you know, it's very telegraphed that a boom is next on this hit. And he goes in, smoke, charge, rock with the boom stumble, and it is gonna hit NF, and that one not gonna be iframe. That is absolutely massive. Hokori giving us a master class here on this Chapter 1 tank.
How about it? He landed 2 rocks. One was iframe though, so they traded 24 damage and a little bit of SI, which totaled almost 10% worth of damage, cost the tank 900 HP. The question is, are they happy with that value? Are they going to keep trying to do it? They're going to have to go in with the tri-cap. If they don't land this, it's going to be a two cap in the boom when he commits, but it looks like he's just looking above. They're focusing SI. Here comes the rock, and the rock misses. The hunter lands. The charger doesn't get anything but punches, and they'll chip away a little more bonus. The rock misses, and now it's going to go to second pass, and he's going to have to commit with a boom and a 2-cap. This is risky now for Hokori.
Yeah, maybe getting a little bit greedy with it. Maybe could have just sent it in with that hit. You're right. Now we're going to get a boom. And boom can, I mean, I struggle to say that boom can definitely land in this situation, especially now that they've walked out from the underpass. It's going to be really difficult. The tank is in 3k HP, getting the smacks, 2 smacks. No, missing. Double boom, double smack.
Let's see while he finishes this off. He gets one more punch. There's another one, and he will die off there.
Wow.
So he gets an in cap. They damage Doom a little bit. NF loses about half his health, and Xenix will just get a little bit damaged down to, what, 85 HP as they land a hunter onto, it wasn't a DP though, no it wasn't. They just try to delay it. Pickup happens, and they will be at 56.3% bonus, so it looks like Hokori on top with about 14% more damage, but remember, Hokori was missing a survivor when they walked into the safe room now, so if they could walk in with this, they'll have the bonus by a couple hundred. Or lead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this felt a little bit messy to me. I'm going to have to stop because Question Mark's going to get hit on again. Jockey drops in, no way. Charger way late. Allowing booms like that in this situation. And it finds a triple boom right after I say that.
Yeah, a little triple boom happens. It was after all the SI were dead, but they're going to get a couple slaps, though. They're still getting some hits. Look at this, Null. They're tacking up.
Yep.
Got to help Ellis out here so they can regroup with the team and make some progress on the map, but I think the hit's going to come in the next spot no matter where the survivors are at, and it's going to be in the house. Actually, it's going to be a quad. They should go here, Null. Inside the house is disadvantageous. They find the smoker. The charger cannot find a spawn. This is not going to work out. The hunter will land. The charger comes in late. Gets a punch. He gets a double charge, though. And not the 10 damage at the end on the other survivor, but he'll get the bull damage. And that is pretty respectable coming out in the open. And the closer and the more damage that comes out here, Null, I think Question Mark will make it into the safe room and maybe just be a tie game.
We'll see. I mean, I didn't expect Hokori to die here, so I mean, I wouldn't expect Question Mark to die here either. But as you can tell, it can happen anyways. Love the spawns from Hokori. They're gonna get a hunt spit. Smoker trying to pull into it. That will be instant cleared. And you know the quad. Let's think back to the quad. Hokori got a double stumble with their hunter, and also got a double charge. That's a lot of value for one SI for both of them. So I mean, that kind of needs to not be happening. Obviously, really simple to say that, but you know, when you're getting stumbled and when you're getting multi-hit during a quad, it is a recipe for disaster. So Question Mark definitely needs to be aware for that. Definitely need to not be getting stumbled through this area. But we're not going to have that smoker. We're going to have a spitter instead.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the bonus though. Now I didn't realize it's already down to 452. So if they just get 50 points of damage, they'll actually win the round with 3 Hokori. I didn't realize how much damage that was taken there towards the end. And they had to eat the pills to be fast, so that's why it dipped down so much. And this is the last chance for Hokori, and it went disastrous on the other side with Hokori losing a survivor. Can Question Mark avoid the same? No, they cannot! They return the favor, and Xenix dies. Survivor's running through the spit. There's a pounce in the back. There's still a chance they could die here. But I cannot believe that Charger landed by himself and got the kill, and the bonuses no longer existed. They lost it all there. And Hokori's going to be on top by a little. Don't know how much it'll be exactly, but it looks like about 300 plus is what it's going to be.
And that just goes to show you why Hokori's firepower, why their very low TTK, time to kill, it is a huge benefit to them. Smoke comes in, it's going to be another double cap. Of course, there's no more bonus to really take advantage of anyways, so it doesn't matter. But they will be walking in with zero bonus. Yeah, I mean it says 1 right now, but it's going to be 0. They'll get 400 and we actually down coach there.
Rochelle shot him.
Okay. And now, okay, wow.
He did it on purpose.
Vibe check is not particularly getting passed by question mark here. On purpose or not, that is not going to pass the vibe check for me. I really like when survivors walk into the safe room and then close that door behind them. And I gotta say, this goes back to what I was saying, MK. Hokori, we saw that they literally vaporized the charger while it was midair. This charger was allowed to go in solo, get a double charge, go all the way down, and it didn't get cleared. And they didn't even have 4 cappers to reckon with. They didn't have the smoker. It was only a jockey, hunter, and a charger, and it still happened.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked. Oh my goodness, look at this. I'm gonna go tank at 23% of the way. This game is already like, you know what? Let's give it to them early, and let them know what they have to do the rest of the map. And keep in mind that the second campaign that's gonna be played is Dead Before Dawn. And I was a little shocked, to be honest with you, Nall, that question mark decided not to ban that one, as I know that from the games that we've casted, Hokori has played very well on Dead Before Dawn over the past couple of months that we've been casting. So I'm a little shocked.
I thought you were going to reference the question mark finale on Dead Before Dawn, where they like lost 50% of their bonus in like the first 2 hits, when people are usually taking like 1 to 2% there. I honestly, if I can be real, I feel like Dead Before Dawn, they love playing it, but I feel like it's often Hokori's kryptonite. That's often a map that they are losing, even though they play it all the time. So I don't know. That gives me a little bit of hope, question mark, but question mark does not really know that campaign very well. So I'm with you on that. We are going to have a hit ready to go as they walk outside. Hunter, Charger, Smoker, boom. Let's see how it plays out.
I think they're doing this because there was no spitter, which I can't necessarily disagree, but I also think with the early tank is why they're doing it. They know they won't get another hit no matter what, so they're just going to try to take the best advantage as they can. Hunter gets shot a little bit up in the foliage in the side, trying to catch him, and the boomer gets popped without landing. And now the question is, what does question mark do? They rock it in. The charger does find the target. Smoker lands. Hunter go for the DP. Not going to make it, and he's probably just going to wait now. See if he can get a scratch. Oh, he gets the DP, no!
Dude, Ellis is completely ignoring him. He's like, big dog, you should have cleared that.
He manages to get 31 damage with that Hunter. It's insane.
Huge.
And the second tank of the game for question mark into the hands of Snipe. And Snipe is going to retreat, bringing that hatchback. Probably one of the more favorable controlled edibles on this chapter, at least. I love me a dumpster, no, I'm just saying that's the best in my opinion to control, but I also love me a hatchback.
I love me a couch. Nice little Frigidaire as well. Love those. So obviously Snipe, there's really nothing to do on this tank. You walk inside, you kill the survivors, but the thing is, if they do walk out here, then it helps so much to have that card set up. So this is what Snipe spends his energy doing here with his frustration. I completely support it. I actually love the boom dying first and the first hit because it set up the ability to send in a boom randomly like that, but it does get shut down by Hokori. And Snipe is going to be coming in with a Charger, Jockey, and I'm not sure. I'm assuming a Hunter, but I mean, I'm not sure. A Smoker.
Ooh.
A Smoker. And his second pass, 50%. They are not going to have a Hunter. You can smoke pull a guy outside, maybe. Get him into the car. Snipe's going to go in. 5K. 4K. charge landing in the midst of all this chaos. Smoker as well. The Smoker that I was so incredulous of.
The 2-cap
Free down, charge dead, Jockey in the bathroom, and now he's got his free corners. Wait, don't blow this Snipe. Half HP. This should be easy enough for the man. Wow, Smoke putting in leg work here on your head. Serious boss moves. But is Rochelle gonna get the pickup? Is Snipe messed up here? What is this? He gets the pickup. Snipe is less than 2k HP. There's a boom. That's not going to be a huge factor, especially when it doesn't land and it doesn't. See, Yapt is going to go down. Can Hokori survive, though, is the question. Oh my god, insane hittable, but the Hunter is getting ran away from, not going to get stumbled, and I think Snipe is going to go down. I think Hokori's going to, oh my god, look at Nicholas. Wow. Dude, that should not have happened. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is amazing for question mark, but it's not a wipe, and Hokori is so slippery. You really, even just 2 survivors, you can't let him get this free distance.
Now they're going to get a little bit here and all, but the writing's on the wall, depending on where they're going to get capped at. Remember, they only had 90 points, so this is all extra with just 2. Don't know how valuable that'll come into play later on, but every point will count in a championship match. The survivors are split 1-1 now, I guess. Can't say 2-2 anymore. And here comes the tri-cap with the Boomer. The Boomer comes in, doesn't grab anybody. And they're just going to stack the Boomer. Are they going to go? They're going to go for it. Smoker misses. Jockey Hunter lands. The Jockey's the only one left. Zyko is common lock. He gets the M2 and shuts it down. Trying to clear Shockwave, but he has so many commons on him. And Shockwave is going to live. But this Hunter... They're going to crawl more, but crawling is all they're going to do. No more running, because Shockwave is slow.
I love it. I mean, the Hokori members, they got the fundamentals down. Don't get me wrong, question mark does as well. But, you know, you got that Jockey in the 1v1 with Zyko, and before it even happens, you know that Jockey is not getting in there. That Jockey is not ever going to land. And it's just, you know, perfect spacing, reactions, and just a ton of 1v1 experience coming into play. And now they've got, what do they have? A 2-2. A 2-2 against 2 survivors. So if they kill the Smoker, if they kill the Charger, which Charger's gonna land, and look at him, he's shooting through the wood, he's trying to click, and Zyko goes down. I guess that is gonna be the end of the road as the Smoker lands as well, but look at them. They made it to the event. They got 213 distance. I don't know how much distance they would have gotten otherwise, but I can guarantee you it would have been at least 100 less, if not more than like 150 maybe.
Yeah, they had 90 points at the tank, so that is actually a lot of points for 2 survivors. No, that's nothing to sleep at. I mean, or to sneeze at. That is very impressive for 2 survivors to make it that far and put up some points for their team. But let's be honest, there is way more opportunity for question mark now that they were able to solidify a wipe onto Hokori. They were down a couple hundred delta after 1, and all they have to do is survive this tank, and making it to the safe room with distance alone is sheer enough to put it in their advantage. No, I mean, that's all they have to do is just walk into the safe room. Of course they want more bonus, but in this circumstances, this is their map that they chose. They want to be ahead on it. And also, remember, all the campaigns that were picked all have map 5s. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, well, this could definitely go the distance here. We're going to have question mark walking out. Of course, Hokori mirroring that same strategy of waiting for them to leave the gas station. And then I want to talk about this tank after. We're going to have a long time to talk about the setup, but let's go ahead and focus in on this hit itself. It usually, I'm going to be real, it usually doesn't find damage. I'd be surprised if it found, I mean, I was surprised by how much it found with that Hunter. On the last one, Hunter hopping around, hopping up, getting some, you know, DP real estate here up on top. He is going to silently walk towards the survivors. He already jumped up there, so he's already ready to strike. And look at how far Hokori is letting them go. I mean, really, the Smoker comes out, he grabs Rochelle. And the charge Hunter, they're going to go in, MK.
Oh my.
Dude.
What are they doing?
Bro, they're gonna hunt downside. Look at this. When do you see this kind of tank play on Chapter 2 of Detour Ahead? Take it away, MK.
Oh my gosh, Psycho is being hunted down. Oh, he's going in. I see what he's trying to do here. He doesn't want to let them inside. The survivors are split. And this is what he wanted. Oh, what is he doing? Xenix. Oh, he punches the car over the top. It's a 2-cap. It's just going to be, it's another rolling 2-cap. Nick's got to get the clear. They might die here if nothing comes out. Oh my goodness, Question Mark is throwing this away. There's going to be 2 win caps that come out. The tank still has 2,500 HP. What are we witnessing? Even Xenix lost all of his HP. This is going to be a grind out to a survivor now. And I don't even know what to say. They are trying to see if they can save Snipe, but they can't. And almost gets another in cap. He is trying to get it. Oh, he did get another in cap. I didn't even see that happen. And what is going on this grand final right here as they try to hunt down this charger? And it looks like they're going to be successful on doing so. And they'll live with 3. But wow, this has been quite a ride so far since this has started here, no? And are we going to see, like, nobody make full safe room in the first 2 chapters?
I don't know, MK, but what I know for sure is what we're seeing is elevation. This is just elevation of the gameplay. We saw Hokori. Why were they holding the hit? They just kept holding the hit. Oh, now it makes sense. You know, the smoker gets a pullback. We've got the pressure from the hunter as well, and the tank can just start hitting. He spawns right there. Prevents him from going inside. Hold on. Hit coming in. It's a quad. Jockey landing. With the charge will get cleared. Smoker coming a little bit late to the party. But man, almost landing that tri-cap. Question Mark is allowed to limp forward, but you know, 128 points of bonus. That's actually when I said that. I remember I said we'd have plenty of time about the tank, and I wanted to talk about, you know, why did Hokori go outside at all? Why did they have 2 members outside at all? Because we all know how dangerous it is to be outside. Well, Hokori flips the situation on its head and forces all 4 members to be stuck outside.
I don't know if that was intended, but man, they traded a lot of HP for that. Hunter comes in, does land, cleared right away. Charger comes in because it's only a 2-2. They just want to make sure the stack order is correct. And it's not. The Boomer died second. I'm pretty confident. The Spitters, they're not going to get the quad here, so I think they're going to hold on to the Spitter. They've seen it. But more so, they're going to be able to get all the way to the army tent before the next hit comes in.
Yeah.
And they've officially won this round, but I don't know if they're going to be able to take the lead anymore, but it's going to be a really close game after this chapter is over.
I mean, what a match. Oh, the Hunter skeet. Jockey, no way. There's a smoker on the back line. Yeah, right. We got the Spitters spawned in as well, just kind of giving audio cues. Mortar spits slow them down. Well placed.
What? You see that?
No.
Alright. The spit looked like it bounced off of nothing and fell to the ground. Maybe there's a skybox there or something. That was just strange. I don't know, little weird things you notice, but... Ooh, they found pills! Oh, that's a big boom, no!
Oh, into the wall. But with the smoker overlapping, I mean, this should still be fine. They're going to pick it up. Continuing to slow Question Mark down, but look at this, MK. They all the bonus is on Doom. So as long as they protect the President Doom here, then they'll be able to walk in with the bonus. They barely lost any bonus through this. It's just been NF and Shoe on the balls losing the bonus, or the health. Jockey landing. Hunter landing. Not going to get stumbled. Ellis jumping. But there goes some HP.
Yeah, I think Nick will be able to shut it off. And they'll be able to crawl, but I gotta be honest, no, with a lot of the special infected attacks coming out from Hokori, looks like it's a little off sync at the moment. You know, it looks like they're a little excited, kind of going just kind of staggered, not able to capitalize it with the 3 survivors, letting them get all this distance. And it does look like Question Mark's going to be able to get almost full with 3 minimum. They'll get to the hole. The only problem is I would have liked to see them in cap NF way back there. And that's going to be a free in cap. This might just be the end. And that is indeed going to be it. Unless he gets it clear on the Charger. No, he does not. And that will be the wipe. And we're going to have about exactly a 99-point game going into Chapter 3 now.
This did not play out as I expected at all. I mean, dude, I know I'm glazing Hokori constantly, but like what other team in the game is finding these unique ways to catch the enemy off guard. Now, I'll tell you, question mark is, think back to Chapter 1 on their SI side, that smoke pull down, changing the game. Think about the point disparity that this game would be at if Zyko was able to walk into the safe room with all the health, all the bonus that he had. Could have been a different story entirely here, points-wise. So, you got to give it to question mark too. But Hokori is just like, it's like, it doesn't matter what percentage you give him, some kind of odd percentage, they are going to be able to make the best of it, recognizing that tank spawns so close, right on top of that big van, and they use that to their advantage, pushing in, keeping them out of the gas station, because it's such a safe place in that gas station. But we do go to Chapter 3, 53% tank, which is kind of an odd tank. I'm assuming they'll run it back, but we can talk about that in a second. For now, going to be a Jockey, Hunter, Charger, and a Spit. Huge hit right outside the safe room.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's the best you can ask for, too, no. I mean, this is it. Your question mark, you're licking your chops, you'll have to deal with it later, but right now they get the chance to spring it onto Hokori whenever they want to. And this opening attack is very, very dangerous. I would say this is probably one of the more infected-sided open attacks on a campaign on any chapter, just to the sheer fact of look how the infected could drop on their heads, and they take 2 off already. Okay, there's 2 up top, 2 below. Charger, oh, what a strafe jump, the Charger, and it looks like we're going to lag. A little lag for me there. I'm not quite sure what happened, but the Charger is abusing Zyko. And that is big damage coming out here. Now look at that, 13%.
Yeah, that was a great. I mean, they spit on the Jockey, which how often does that work? But with the way the fire escape is designed and the charge putting out so much pressure on the stairwell, they had no option but to just leave Yap jockeyed in the spit. Huge damage, brings him down to 51 HP, only half of his HP remaining. We don't have a charge here. A nice little seat on Hunter as he pops up to say hello. Jockey Smoker from opposite ends, but no pincer there. Double boom, and that's it. Boom Smoke dying last, which is always a great death order here for the SIs as we head towards a stairwell hit.
Yeah, that brought the hit average down because it did nothing. Yeah, they took 13% on the opening hit. Second one does nothing, so that lowers it down to about 6.5% damage per hit with just the 2 that has come out. And the survivors are going to stay here out in the opening, clear it out. They look completely content with blocking the... They're not even really blocking spawns. They're just staying huddled up in the middle here and all. And the infected don't seem they want to send it because it's just not advantageous for them. It's all that space.
Yeah, if they send it, Hokori just blitzes the stairwell to get a big hit out of the way, and there's nothing question mark can do about it. So Hokori puts question mark in a difficult position, and this is just a really heads-up play. Sometimes rushing it down and having high tempo isn't always the play. Sometimes putting your teammate or your enemies in uncomfortable positions is a much better play. So they just clear out the commons. They say, if you want to send this, go ahead. And it's going to mess up your future hit, but go ahead if you want to. Otherwise, we're just going to get to clear these out for free. Beautiful play by Hokori. Stairwell, not going to land. Oh, she walks right into it, though. Jockey on the head as well. A little bit of boom, but yeah, I mean, they get through 3 hits down, 80.5%. I mean, who do you think's winning here?
Well, considered one attack did nothing. That one did pretty good damage. So if we don't, we take the second hit away, definitely question mark by far. And 20% damage free tank is good and all. But like you said, who's winning when you don't get no damage from one hit? But I have to say question mark slightly on top. Let's see what they can follow up here. Remember, they hit here now. They're not going to have a hit for the run back in the alley. They don't care. Hunter goes for an Uzi. Not going to get it. Pre-spit. Gets a tick. I think 1 tick onto Coach. No, I don't think it... Actually, that was a clean take again. No, I think that was 0. So just about 5% per hit.
Double boom on the run back. Still going to happen. Got the alarm car as well that they're obviously trying to avoid. No other SIs to interact with that. And Doom, going to be the 3rd tank for question mark. I'm wondering what is that? What was that? Routing, I guess just, hopping out, trying to clear for team if they need it. But they will go ahead and get through. And, the question is, do they want to set up around this truck or do they want to bring it back? I think Hokori has been a big fan of just hanging out on top of those shelves inside.
Dude, he got the dumpster and he says 2 hittables. Doom.
Surely Hokori sent it back at this point.
I think so. Yeah, I think you got to retreat inside now. It's too dangerous with 2 hittables out here. You can get corralled, and they're already backing up. Yeah, they know better. It's way too dangerous out there with 2 toys, man. It could go south real quick. But more so is some knowledge of this game on the inside. I don't know if teams know about it, no. I know me and you haven't talked about it, but inside this factory, there's a lot of blue tiles for the infected. I don't know if a lot of people are worried what that is, but if they have a boomer, they could pretty much spawn directly in their face.
Ooh.
So, and it's all in the aisles of these shelving units. So we'll see. But Doom's in. Take us away now.
Okay, gonna be getting a smack with 3,500 HP left as he gets an easy corner into row, and that is DB gone as she did pop her pills. Oh my god, I thought she was gonna be able to escape, but not quite. Awful charge, you're not able to get anything. Smoke pull for a sec. Hunter with the stumble, but that's all the SI's dead for what? Well, Doom will be able to close the gap on the Yap and take him down. No, he won't. Yap still manages to live. Grizz almost on full HP. Shockwave as well. You know, pop a set of pills, pick up Zyko. Unfortunately, he did pop, but that bought a lot of time to kill off Doom. And we are sitting here with 50% of the bonus left for Hokori.
Yeah, unfortunately, the tank tried to see if he could jump punch from the bottom, and he can't. So and the charger missing there was devastating. I think he was a little early from the support there and all. The charger got a little overzealous. But the tank was almost about to die, so you're trying to save him. But, all right, half bonus gone. More than half the map to go. Hokori, survivor. Difficult choke point coming. Bad set of spawn, but I don't think the charger landed. I missed it. I think that was a miss. And
I think it was.
yeah, not much comes out there. My bad, viewers. I was looking at the wrong people.
Hey, I mean, we got 2 members of Hokori just blitzing. In the meanwhile, Double Boom on the back line gonna have a set their back. But, I mean, Hokori is not really going to care about this. They might be able to set up and kill him off eventually. But for right now, it's no big deal. Hunter, Charger, Smoker, and a Spit are ready to go. And I think we're just going to have some rocket spots.
Yeah, they got a lot of comments coming in the back. Oh, they were too slow. Oh no, they let him down. I cannot believe that. A good spit spread will give him... Wow, that spit spread saved that attack, and they'll get some good damage from it. But wow, they just rushed that, and Question Mark was not ready for it.
Okay, continuing to push through, dropping down into the sewers. 677 bonus remains, but we've got some mega choke points coming up, especially, you know, the ladder choke point, but this one as well, almost catching out Rochelle. But again, Zyko, he wins those, you know what I mean? Like, it's jockey 1v1s, he wins those. And the only, you know, it's a 2-2 here with the hunt jock, kill the jock. Hunter has no option, and they're just gonna awkwardly slink away with a Spitter and a Hunter.
Wow, they're actually doing a pretty good job on holding the bonus on how far that they have gotten since they've killed the tank. Now, they haven't really lost much at all, but they have slowed them down here due to the spawn location. And Question Mark's got to make these next 2 hits work, because this is a good spawn, and the one at the top of the ladder. Let's see what they can do here. Wow, melted away. They'll get the charge spit, but everything else didn't even really do much of anything. And Grizz has a safe spot in that corner.
Yeah.
And they'll still have almost 600 bonus. And look at Zyko. He might push the top.
He definitely might, and it cannot be overstated how important this is, how important of a play this is. He's got another 1v1 with the jockey. If the jockey wants to take another, jockey's going for an impotent spawn here. MK, look at him. Look at him on the prowl. He's going to bring this as well. I mean, it's kind of awkward. There's no spit to really play off this. But the smoke will be good up on top. Gonna get some good things from that. DB getting chunked down, and the survivors are definitely taking their MFing time here to eventually get the clear onto Zyko. Okay, they are gonna be able to do it. 22.7% of the bonus remains. That was kind of a really awkward way to approach that from Hokori. I loved it at first, and then I hated it at the end.
Oh, that charger was really overzealous. He's not going to find anything. I think they're going to try to just get a despawn and stay hidden in the back. Indeed, they are. They might go get the spitter. Oh, they see her? Nope, not able to get her. And it looks like they'll have 3 infected on top of the safe room. That's all they're going to be able to hit with, because I don't think Hokori's going to slow down here at all. They should just hold W so hard here and force question mark to hit on their terms. 1 survivor's in. That's the slow one, too. 100 pouncing around. They'll get it. They don't have a... Where's the spit? No. Here comes the charger. Not going to get it, but the jockey will go for a short ride in the back. Oh, they're not clearing him yet. Okay. And the spinner is scratching Zyko, almost gets Zyko in-capped. And they'll only walk in with 260 bonus. And wow, I didn't think that was going to be so much damage at the end.
If the spit was just a little bit closer to be able to block, that would have been even more insane. But still, that's definitely one way to get your damage in. And honestly, I respect the adaptation from question mark. When you're facing off against Hokori, an expectation is going to be that you're fighting against a very well coordinated, tightly knit block of players. Who often aren't leaving one player ahead or behind or things like that. But question mark has been able to adapt with these last 2 hits and find some meaningful damage there based off the gameplay of Hokori. Now we flip it on its head, and you know, at the end of the day, Hokori only walked in with about 15% of the bonus, which does make it very, very possible for question mark to get a slingshot back into this game.
Look at where the charger's at now. The charger is under them. This is okay. Never mind. He changed position. That would have been crazy. If they would have pulled that off, that would have been bananas. All right, see if we get lag. Oh, what is Ski coming out? But the charger does land. The jockey is riding. Well, that was a crazy skeet there and all. But look at, they have a survivor separated. They'll have to wait for him. But question mark comes on top. By about 5% now. Up by 5%.
Yeah, but still, some great damage from Hokori. At least they're getting it in. We'll see how this hit plays out. Of course, question mark found no damage on this hit. Smoker, Charger, Hunter, and a Boom. No spit here, but honestly not a huge deal. As you can see, there's these anvil-like things survivors can jump on top of. Look at the Charger, going for smacks and a stumble. Very interesting, and it's still going to be worth like another 5%, so hey.
I mean, if you do the math, Corey's in front by 0.4 right now after 2 hits, so
wow.
Question mark took less damage in the first, but they took more damage on the second, which about evens it out. But I'm a little shocked how more greedy question mark is to push this with common still coming up, rather than sitting and waiting this out. Maybe they just want to sit here, which I can't necessarily disagree with. And that looks like that's what it's going to be. What does Hokori do now? Do they wait?
Longer than Hokori, and away they go. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and a Spit. Ready to go, and yeah, Hokori is not in a rush to send this. As we see them hopping across the rooftops in tandem.
You gotta have fun now, right?
Right.
Patience. Oh. Uh-oh. That's big damage, no. They're swimming in it. There, that's over 10%. And that's going to put question mark way down on this tank now, no. They've taken a lot of damage pre-tank.
Yeah, we got the Ringling brothers over here, the Hunter and the Jockey, just, you know, hopping to and fro. They both land on a target, and it's a late charge just coming out of the doorway. Definitely not what I expected when I was talking about the possibilities that Hokori could go for. But they're keeping the enemy on their toes, and is definitely working. Double charge into the spit. I would have loved if the spit was even sooner. I mean, you saw, like you said, the writing was on the wall. I love that phrase because it truly was. I mean, it was from our perspective, right? But not necessarily in the player perspective. As question mark is able to shut it down, a Hunter and a Smoker as well, which leaves a stranded Boom Spit, and it looks like Hokori is just going to keep their Boom and keep their Spit and move on with their lives into another 2-2.
What is going on? Why is the tank not spawning? You're
right. And now, look at that. Jockey lands on his head, drops him down. Spit's going to be blocking Death Spit as well, which two of them decided they have to run through, and the other two are waiting. They're still going to take the damage even though they wait. And the tank is hunting them down. Wow, question mark. Definitely going to be disconcerted by this. A double boom, and he almost triggers the car alarm as well as he tries to kill the boom. And this is a hittable. Okay, they will be able to escape, but unless beautiful way to deal with that charge. MK, take it away.
Oh, he's in. He misses the. Oh no, he does get a punch. Wow, Doom went flying through the sky. He's already down half HP. Ellis gives him the jukes. Doom just running around.
Car.
There goes the car. That's gonna hit Nick, and this is gonna be disastrous. And a very unfair tank spawn, if I'm being honest, nah. And the survivors have to run back. I mean, I do think that was kind of BS that they had to go down there and spawn the tank. But
yep,
that is unfortunate, and they choose not to push the tank, and it looks like you chose.
He's true. He's right. It could have happened to either of them. They're trying to restart the chapter. 3 of them voting yes. Obviously, question mark members. Hokori is going to know, most likely. 2 of them not voting. What do we have going on? I can't even see. We got a smoker. We got a hunter. We got a car. At 435 HP on Yap, and that guy is dead AF. Yeah, and that is a wipe.
Oh my gosh. Why does stuff like this have to happen, though?
Gotta happen in the championship match. We do have the ready up, final ready up out of Doom as we continue here. Hokori almost at 2,000. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, Spitter, and look at that MK. Another 24% tank. Oh, nice speed on the Hunter. Charge, Jockey, knock it in there. 100% for Hokori as they go to bring it in. Are they even going to drop down? Or is this a back here kind of thing?
I think they're going to come back. Probably. I'm still really bummed out that freaking happened in a match, because I wish the actual tournament directors would be here for stuff like this, because I don't want to make these calls on the fly. You know, I don't like that at all. But either way, here we go. They're going to take the drop over. And no, they're going to have to take the tank on the other side. No, never mind.
Just high enough here. I don't think we're going to have any tank shenanigans like we did on Chapter 2 with this tank being so early. Boom. No. Smoke, Jock, Hunt. All going to land. Jockey takes the smoker. Getting some good damage on that one as NF starts to bring in his little red car. I'm going to go for another one? Yeah.
And NF's going to bring his toys in. They need to make this work here. That's the most creative way to pop it over I think I've ever seen. He legitly volleyballed that over now. Legitly.
One boom. Woo!
Wow, that was
tree
bananas.
surfing.
That almost got him.
It almost did. It really was close, especially if that tree wasn't in the way. I think it just takes his head off right there. NF has gotten... Oh my god, he eats the rock through the tree. Beautifully done. Bringing Yefed down a peg here as he brings in the red car. Already got the green car in play here. This is awkward, for sure, for NF. 4k HP. It is a little bit dangerous. Look at Hokori starting to split a little bit. He goes for the other car. I don't know. Oh, nice try, but now the cars are stacked up off to the wayside. All the SIs are dead. and I just don't foresee this being too fortuitous here for NF. Gonna get that one in cap. Nice try on the bounce back hit to make it go behind him, but
Can't you suck it up?
Corey not gonna fall for it, and it's just gonna be a single in cap.
Ammo here. Anytime.
Yeah, I think
Damn it now.
pretty standard tank coming out, and I already have my note here that we gotta make sure we send a message to Sir to ban that tank spawn on Detour Ahead Chapter 3. Don't let it spawn in that hole at all. Block, like, anything past 50% should not be allowed until about 70% just to fix that issue. Because a lot of people are calling for the restart with the 2-boom proxy stumble here and all, but the problem with that is how much damage that question mark took before the tank was about 70% plus. So how do you take away all that damage that they have gone and make them restart it? It just doesn't seem right from any way that you look at it. It just sucks, and we got to make sure we do what we can in the future to fix it. So let's keep it on the action here with a quad coming in from question mark, and if they can land this, they'll put it in their favor. Oh, this charger is never going to find a spawn, and yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of damage. And actually, it's going to be a lot of damage, believe it or not. They'll get about 10% from that in the most unorthodox way that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I can't believe that they're able to hit for that much. We do have 919 bonus left here for Hokori. Yap does go ahead and pop his pills, but look at Hokori! They're going to push forward. Okay, so the train car is pretty far along, but this is rather unorthodox. We would expect them to at least take one more hit back there. It was going to be a 2-2, and they're going to send it in with a charger and jockey and get past the kind of shenanigans spots. Still going to go in for damage, almost getting a bull charge, but it will get completely lasered as Hokori does get knocked down another 50 or 60 bonus.
They get across. They're slow. Shockwave's not going to eat those pills until Ellis catches up with them. And there he does. He doesn't want to waste any of that bleed. Down to 52.9, but I got to be honest now, question mark looks like they're in the driver's seat pretty good right now.
We'll see. Got a lot of points to make up. Charge, smoke, boom, it all dies off.
Reloading.
Hokori does dip below 800 points of bonus, but this is going to be just a free strip of space here for Hokori. Going to be able to go straight through without spawns up, but they are going to have to reckon with the major choke point as they walk indoors, which can be a heavy hitter. Going to be a hunter, charger, jockey, and a spitter, so it's exactly what question mark wants for this hit. It's all going to come down to strategy.
Yeah, Tricap would spit though, no quad. And they're not going to get a quad either before the safe room comes.
Right.
Just not an option anymore. They got to make this work as much damage as possible. But they have 1,300 point lead right now without the bonus and all. That's big.
This is good, obviously, for Hokori. Get 1,500 points in this chapter would be, you know, very rough to deal with. Charge comes in, gonna find Row. Nice skeet. Charge spit, still gonna be good on the slow get up, and it does eat into Zyko's HP, but I mean, look at the man, still so healthy. Gonna go ahead and find another set of pills, and in fact, they've got 2 sets of pills in there. So Zyko's gonna, you know, frying pan his way through and grab that extra set. They're up to 3 sets of pills, and they are right back up to about 800 bonus.
Yeah, 792 to be exact, with the final hit coming in. 2-2 Hunter Smoker, 2-2 terrible.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Final hit, at least in my opinion. The last hit you wanted to be better, but you can't do anything with the spawns that they had. If they wanted to spitter for the last hit, they had no choice. Here it goes, Hunter finds the target, they'll get the pound spit, so they get the value. Boomer comes in, doesn't get the rocket for the stumble onto Ellis though, nah. And they're gonna walk in with 713.
Reloading.
The 2-2 terrible. 1,400 points for Hokori. And yeah, this gives them 3382 after 4 chapters. I feel like we so often say, you know, 4K for Hokori. So, you know, they didn't quite get 4K, but we're sitting here with question mark needing about, what is that? 2,000 points.
Yeah, it's not looking
A
good.
little bit more. Yeah, it's not great. Obviously, they would have really liked maybe a kill with that early tank with the car, but having to in-cap him dry, it just didn't work out. We're gonna have a big hit for Hokori. Oh my God, the sneaky hunter almost getting it out right there. They're gonna be able to back it up. I think he got a scratch there. No, he didn't. That's actually 0.8% friendly fire coming out. Jockey. It does land. Charger. Oh my God, that would have been so nasty if that charger landed onto NF, but ultimately didn't. Spit gets picked as well, and they do manage to dismantle it without much damage taken.
That's what they need. They need to not take damage, get to this tank, take the tank clean. Less than an in cap is what they need. Smoker is being a troll here, and now they only have 3 to hit. And a Boomer is one of them. Hunter is the next, and a Jockey. And I don't think they're going to go here at all. I believe they're just going to wait for they're already just running forward, so. Actually.
Maybe another, yeah, multi-boom, double boom.
Tank's
Don't really want to. Right, you don't really want to bring in the tank when you got a double boom. But if you don't, okay. Hunter Jock spit. Look at that spit. Oh my God. Of course, the setup from Coach is going to be perfect to just keep him there on the fence line. But yeah, the Jockey spit, nice little play. Brings him down to 94.1% as Grizz comes in. Potentially our final tank for this campaign.
And they need a big, actually they don't necessarily need a big one. I think 2 in caps guarantees the first game for them. Maybe even 1. But you know what, now to come to think of it, you know when they got boomed, right, when that tank spawned? You know what, in my second opinion, I think I just would have pushed forward anyways and force spawned it. You know why? Because the tank might have got big-eyed and avoided bringing one of the cars in and forced them. If they cleaned up the comments quick enough, it'll put Grizz in a situation with only one toy.
Yeah.
It's possible, but it's all just a formality of what could have been. But yeah, it could have been, and look what he's got now. He's got 2 hatchbacks coming into play, looking to solidify the first game of 3. And, oh my goodness. Boomer in the tree. This is big now. You take it away.
All right, yeah, he's going to be hitting his cars forward. Got that red car kind of caught up in the same place that the other tank. Oh my goodness! Skipping the like it's a rock across some water. Now we got the car stacked up once again, but look at Rochelle. She almost gets smoked for efforts, and now she's going to get hunted, but they will be able to clear that. And Question Mark is doing a decent job. Smoked into the... Dude, he's backing up into... Dude. Okay, gonna be... He gets smacked twice. All the hittables have done... You know, Question Mark has done an amazing job of playing keep away here, despite how close they've gotten, tantalizingly close. It's kind of been like a red herring for Grizz. NF is really going in spicy for the kill. He's going to get Curve Rock for his efforts. As Tank still has 200 HP, charge no good. I would have loved that charge to take NF. Hunter hopping around. That Curve Rock no good as Grizz goes for Hail Mary, not going to happen. And that is a no in-capper. And I was going to say, MK, I mean, you like sometimes we see no hitters on this tank. It really comes down to if the car lands, it doesn't. And honestly, the SI hits are notoriously not very good here on Chapter. Hokori ate a lot that they really shouldn't have on their Survivor side. And the Question Mark cleans us up. I mean, they've got a ton of bonus at their disposal.
Yeah, and then the event isn't even started yet and all. And then they got a lot of opportunity coming out as far as damage.
I am not
Corey, look at this. Look at where the Charger's going to come from. I believe the Charger's going to be a distraction so the Smoker and Jockey can try to get a kill on NF.
Yep.
All right, no, they're not splitting. Corey changes their positioning now that there's 2 survivors up there. And looks like they're just going to hit for the run back. And you know what? I think Question Mark should just stay up here. And I think that's what they're going to do. This is actually the smart play. It's a little dangerous, but there is no spawns above them. They have to walk it in. Or below. The Jockey gave a spawn down below, and he's going to get killed. Oh, Corey throws them off so much here. And that is well done. Wow, no, look at that.
Oh.
Question mark.
Dude, that was nasty. They hold on to 70% of the bonus, losing only, 10 or 20 bonus there. Not a whole lot lost. We got Doom chilling with 97 permanent HP. And that's what I'm saying. These spawns are wide open. This is an exception, though, as Question Mark is not doing the normal route. And this is going to be an enclosed space. Jockey lands, Hunter lands, but it's not in the spit. So damage should be minimum. I love the patience on the Boom. Sure, he pops it on himself and stumbles, but he stumbles backwards. He's able to pop his pills and keep it pressing forward. NF is going to have to pop his pills as well. So the bonus continues to slowly drain out. I do still got to say, MK, though, it is a shame that Hokori was able to get 700 bonus, because that really does not leave Question Mark much margin to.
No, I don't think it's enough to even call a map 5. I think they just go next. You know, because Detour Ahead is not a finale you can make up points on. But look at, I mean, they're taking this cautiously. So they might have plans, but I mean, if they walk into the safe room with 700 distance plus the 1,000 bonus they have now, it's still going to be down quite a bit.
Right. Smoker, Charger, Hunter, Charge Spit. Definitely got to avoid a hit like that. Out it is. Still brings him down below 900. Brings him to around about less than 200 away from what Hokori walked in. And, you know, unless Zanix can get another, you know, murdering car in the finale randomly through some sort of bug, then I don't think it's going to work for Question Mark. But it was Question Mark who got the bugged car, I will remind you. So maybe that was the skills adjusted here. Regardless, we're going to have a Charger, Hunter, Jockey, Boom as they transition inside. At least Question Mark has no spit here. Boom, pop. Hunt, Jockey, double teaming, charge, way off. And that's going to be a free hit for Question Mark.
Yeah, they two of the SI had the same idea. They're also, I'm pretty confident there's 2 sets of pills coming up here. So these 2 sets of pills is going to give them quite a bit more points. Additional 70, right? Yep. There they go. Back up to 949. And now they'll actually bring it within about 400 if they take no damage. And that might call for a Chapter 5. It's still hard, but it's possible. Let's see how this last hit goes when they clean it up. Retro attack with a spit.
Smoke pull into the Hunt, into the spit. Shame that worked. Smoker going to try to pull him back as a stumble from the Boom comes out at the same time. They do get knocked down to 900. Actually going to be under 900, down to 896. One thing I do want to mention is that, of course, Question Mark is playing at Hokori's recommended time, basically. This is going to be, you know, if it's a best of 3, it's going to be a long match for them. They're located in Russia, so they might just want to go. They are going to go finale. This shows me that Question Mark is locked in. They're going to try to win this no matter how late they have to stay up tonight, no matter how groggy they're going to be for work tomorrow, because I do think some of them work on Sunday. This is what they want. They're going to play it out. We're going to go finale. I love it.
Yeah, down team calls the finale. That's the way it comes in. Let's see the final tally of the difference. And it's actually not as much as I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. It's about, what, 500? A little bit plus?
About 530? 533, I think.
It's going to come down to tank play.
Certainly is. You know, I made a reference in the chapter towards a death car. Some of y'all might think that's odd. I'll get into it in just a second, but we do have a huge hit. Hunter, Jockey, Charger with the spit right outside the safe room. Corey's gonna have to deal with this first. Smack on the charge, and the Hunts are hopping through. Not gonna be able to find in the spit. They were able to wiggle their way out, but still going to be almost 5%. And yeah, as we focus forward, MK, because the tank is about to come in. I don't know if you know how many cars there are. I think got to be at least like 10 cars that can be brought in. But for the viewers at home, you need to know these are not in-capping cars. They're not one-shot in-cap. They only deal points of damage if they land.
Yeah, and also for those, we were talking about how this bug happened on the teams that tried to in-cap on this, but we'll take the hit first. Everything misses, unfortunately, and this is not going to be any damage, I think. No, that's a clean take. And that should get the tank up here, Nall, but Nall and myself walked through every single one of these cars. and hit the car.
Every
single one, and none of them in cap. So that was a clear bug that happened as well before when it happened in that one match we were covering. But Snipe will have the final tank of this first campaign played, and it is toy time, and they are flying through the sky, and there's no end of how many he's going to bring now. Probably going to bring them all.
All right. Yeah, Jockey into the charge. Good attempt. Going to get lasered down. 93% of the bonus remains for Hokori. Very healthy. Obviously, the onus is on question mark. They've got to make something happen here. As Snipe, I mean, who can you trust other than Snipe here on question mark? I mean, you know, you got NF here too, and it's in the X and Doom, but Snipe, consistently strong player here for question mark, bringing in these cars. See what he can do, and you know, we expect to see, oh, nice tries so far. Eventually, Hokori is going to get pushed back, so we're going to need to see a couple cars saved for that run, or pushed towards that run back, which is exactly what's going to happen. Snipe is going to start climbing up, 4,500 HP left, as he does another amazing, and it's going to connect with Yap this time around. Again, just 24 points of damage, but it is a smack right away, and it can hit multiple people as well, of course. All the same rules apply, it's just they don't in cap. Rock comes out, smoker attempt, no good. Got a Jockey, 5 seconds left on Doom. Sniper's got time here, but I mean, he's pushing the issue. Smoker, Jockey, Charger. This Charger is going to be rough in this wide open space. I'd say the Charger needs to not get out to the open area, or else this Charger's going to be pretty much useless, and he's going to let them just run out into the area. Could be wrong for a spawn. Car gets hit out, going for some more car smacks, but it's just not working. Charger, Jockey, Smoker, nothing. Car easily avoided out here in the open, and Snipe is dead in the water here. 1,700, 1,500, 1K as he attempts a desperation rock, and it will land. Survivor's getting a little bit too close, but MK, 84.7% of the bonus remains with his untimely death, 40% of the damage from Grizz, and away they go.
Hey, look out!
Yeah, that is a rough tank to play. I'm surprised he stopped at how many hittables he brought in, to be honest with you. Now, I think you got to go all in for broke and use about half your health up forward, in my opinion, to see what kind of collection you can get. I don't know if you're a Hot Wheels collector, but the tank appeared to be it during this campaign. But all right, let's see if they can make it happen. They'll probably sack into a quad after this hit. They need it desperately. The Hunter is not in position right now, looking for a spawn. Here it goes. Hunter does land. He'll get a pounce bit. That does work. And they sack into the quad. Not a lot of damage, but rotation is in. The only problem is now they're going to get across this bridge, which is probably the best place to send the squad, is right here.
Right. Yeah, this is the area we most consistently see the quad land. You got a lot of angle impact here, whether it's the cars or the banks or whatever you want to use. But they will go ahead and get through it. I love the way the Smoker went ahead and died first to secure the Hunt Spit. Obviously, Spit could have got picked before the Hunter, but let's be real, it doesn't happen. Smoker pull. They've got this guy isolated. Jockey hopping around. Hunter hopping around. They're just playing keep away as it go away and away. Charge getting some smacks as they... Oh my god, the charge lands as well. Got the melee ready from rotation. Does that charge pretty quick. But oh my god, what a way to approach that quad. It works out perfectly. Shockwave, of all players, getting hit big.
It hit big, but not big enough, because that quad needed to land, and they do not have time to sack into the quad again. And them walking in with 70% of the bonus should be enough to solidify the victory. And Hokori slowed down a little bit there, I think, to try to bait something. And they're just going to full send here. And it's only a food too, I didn't even notice that. And there's the first round. The first game should be taken by Hokori, barring some kind of catastrophe before they walk into this rescue game.
Yeah, exactly. Over 2/3 of the bonus remains. Question mark is going to go ahead and call GR into the change map. Respect it, just going into it. Like I said, this is going to be getting late night for them, especially if it goes the distance. And what campaign did you say we're going to? Dead Before Dawn is the next?
Yep.
Well, I mean, like we were discussing during Chapter 2 here of this first campaign, Dead Before Dawn is a potential weak spot for both of these games. We'll see how much Question Mark has been preparing that finale. Otherwise, they looked great. I'm not gonna lie. Chapters 1 through 4, they looked great, but it all fell apart for Question Mark in the finale of Dead Before Dawn. As for Hokori, this is kind of, in my opinion, this is like their mythological kryptonite here is Dead Before Dawn. Back in 2024, it was, you know, the only map that they were losing on. Like, GOAT was the only team that could take a round from them, and it was only happening on Dead Before Dawn. And it's been repeated here in 2025 a number of times. Game 2 of the championship match of NA ReBooT tournament comes back at you here shortly.
They catch them. Here we go, no. Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah, you're exactly right. Campaign 2 of the championship match between these two teams kicks off very aggressive to start us off, taking no time to wait up there or anything, just immediately dropping down. Where's the charge? Where's the smoke? They're hanging out. They shut down 2. Smoke comes out for nothing. This is 100% Snipe not getting his spawn. Yeah, that was a rough way to start it here for Question.
Yeah, clean take of Hokori winning the first game and winning the first special infect attack, which wasn't the greatest hit nonetheless, but they're going to hold this charger for the spit combo. They got the spit, they got the hunter, and they got the boom. It's a 2-2.
Reload.
Not the worst 2-2. It's one of the better ones. See if they can make good value come of this as the infected are waiting to spring.
Yeah, we'll certainly see. Hunter from the back is going to go in there, charge, and Nick into it, and he gets smacked down once. Oh my goodness, they're going to pass over a lot of damage there, but even with that, and the boom stumble as well, that's actually going to be a huge hit, 7%.
Reloading.
Oh, they're trying to get her, they could get the spitter.
It's funny because I was actually wondering, like, I feel like we usually don't see that overpass hit find a ton of damage. Maybe they save for something else. Jockey goes in. They're even going to be able to get this? No. Smoker gets shut down. Jockey gets shut down. I love the attempt from Question Mark to follow up because once the survivors get past this spot, it's really hard to find damage, especially without a charger. So they just save, or they just send it really aggressively.
Everybody grab a
Doesn't
weapon.
work out, but I like the idea.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the...
Reload.
Yeah, this will be... I don't know if they're going to be able to. There's just no spawns here to get this last hit. They got to go all the way up front by this hut just for a chance to get to sneeze on Hokori before this tank. And, man, I think this is all the damage they're going to be able to muster. And I doubt that Hokori's going to retreat. They're going to play this as aggressive as possible, because that's just what Hokori does. Here comes the hit. The charger! Oh, my goodness! They'll get the pounce, but the spitter is out of position. Does she get it? No! And Question Mark is leaving a lot of damage on the board. No, he started this second chapter, or campaign, I mean.
Yeah, and they don't have any SIs to buy time for our tank, Xenix, to run across. So Grizz, we saw Grizz actually immediately, while the hit was still up, the hit was still being dealt with, and Grizz just ignored it. He ran straight for this spot because he knows how important it is to get a full SMG clip, or maybe even 2, on this tank, because now he's just trapped. Boom dies, and that's that. I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed that he's going to take a ton of chip. A ton. Jockey's trying to, you know, give some audio cues, and the shotguns do go hunt him down, but 2 SMGs, boom, full clip. He's down 600 HP, down 900 HP as he gets up, down. Oh my god, the SMG chip is ridiculous. Look at the one shotgun way back in the back. Shotgun's ready for the clears in the meantime. Got the Jockey, Smoker. They don't clear the top! And it will be a smack, but not... Hey, the Hunter lands as well, though, and he gets another free smack. But I do believe that should be the end of Xenix here. 1800 HP, split 1-3, but this is actually great for the survivors to be split 1-3 in that scenario. And that is it. 2 smacks, some SI damage, almost 80% of the bonus left for Hokori. Oh my god. Question Mark needs to get the ball rolling quick.
Yeah, they need to get some big damage now, indeed, and especially inside this house. The 2-2 that they're going to have will be a good one, especially if they look at the Hunter or the Jockey. Smoker probably don't want to see this good 2-2. They should go quickly, get on them while they're separated a bit. Coach not even paying attention in the back. Will spawn down the bottom of the stairs where they could take so. Shockwave is behind the dresser down there, giving it away, but the infected don't see it. The jockey goes. Charger comes in late, and the Charger gets stuck trying to jump over the bed. And another clean take from Hokori, and no, they're just rolling over question mark pretty impressively right now with their survivor play.
Yeah, this is nasty so far. Hokori a leg up here, and this is really scary because this open courtyard area, really one of the last chances for question mark to get that damage in. Jockey, Hunter, Smoker, boom, no spit. Okay, where are they gonna hit? Hunter goes in aggressive pick, but he's not landing yet. Jockey now hopping through. Smoker does land, but gets cleared. As they go for kind of the 2-2 formation, 2 through the brush, 2 through the walkway. As they converge, they reconvene, press the button, move into the tunnel area, and they should be able to lock this up, knowing how much firepower Corey has, how quickly they're able to kill SIs down the hallway like this.
77.2% bonus on the survivor team. Hunter coming through the smoker land.
Oh.
Charger. Oh, he almost gets somebody who wasn't paying attention, but the smoker damage is still going out in Yap way. Or Yap, whatever you like to say, but no, look at that damage coming out. That's a big one without the spit. The spit didn't do anything.
Huge, huge, huge. The spit didn't do any damage, but I mean, it kind of factored in with how long it took to kill that smoke. The CIs wrapping around too. And question mark desperately needed that. It comes into place that they didn't necessarily expect. But hey, Hokori are not robots. You know, they are just humans at the end of the day. They're going to miss shots sometimes. Again, the spit goes deep. Boom, stumble, not going to find it. That hit not as successful.
The spit went too far now. If he was a little bit shorter, he would have had a triple stumble in the spit with the boomer pop. But nonetheless, we'll get a little bit more chip, down to 65.3. There's a lot of calm and stop in the survivor stream getting to the tunnels, because once they're in, they're safe. And they are in. They're going to need a miracle to get damage now. Hokori did a great job. Here comes the smoker. Nope, not able to get it. They're going to pre-spit. And they'll get some spit damage. Oh, they get quite a bit, actually. I'm surprised they got the damage they did in there. So I think even though you got something, you got to be happy with it. But 1,062 points. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 960 points for Hokori.
Not bad at all. Psycho getting a clean sweep. SIs, CIs, and friendly fire across the board there for the team. Question mark goes over to the survivor side. And yeah, I do feel like question mark is kind of a momentum-oriented team. You know, got to start getting an advantage here. Got to start getting ahead points-wise. Snowball that lead, because if they can't get the snowball rolling, they're just going to get melted, essentially. So they drop down here. How quick is it going to be? Question mark being a little bit slower. You see Coach is a little bit more hesitant to just drop down as Ellis continues to just talk over me with the longest voice line of all time. We got the jockey over here climbing up the ladder if he wants. Nick does eventually drop that. They get the jock, but it's just a percentage. So they stand up, 2 up, 2 down. Gonna be eating a charge smack and almost a full smackdown. Beautifully done. Just an example of SI is dying pretty quickly, but still getting the damage in. Still is a meaningful 5% hit. But they might be able to walk through the underpass at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're going to. I don't see the reason for them to stop here. There's no reason to slow down. Yep, they're pushing right through. I agree with this. Good momentum. Hunter making noise to try to slow down the survivors, and they're not buying it. NF stays up top to block spawns. Charger does have spawn above now. They got to be careful. Hunter getting skeeted out of the sky. Jockey trying to find someone. Charger misses his spawn twice, and there's just nothing there for him. And now they're going to take almost, half the map now, and only really 1 hit.
Spitter on 1 HP. He goes for it. He still gets it. Charge. Colliding with the wall. And he's hopping around. He actually didn't get picked. He does eventually get picked. Boom comes out. This one Smoke tongue cleared, but smoke can't go back. Hello? Okay, they're going to be able to clear it. Nice awareness by Rochelle. Snipe heads up there, trying to come in. NF gets smoke pulled again, and Snipe is once again there for his homie NF. Hunter lands with a 14 DP for free. Just free damage tossed in there. And yeah, now we got a Jockey Smoker Spitter chilling, but Survivors will be able to keep pressing forward.
And now the question is, will Question Mark choose to fight this tank early, or are they going to go to the other side?
Right.
And F blocking spawns around the shack, and it looks like, no, they're going to take it. The Charger gets a spawn, they get the charge spit. And that's just great pre-tank damage now. Look at that, it's only 20% difference now. The tank just needs an in cap, and they will win the round. That's all it's going to take.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Snipe realized the gravity of the situation. Charge waiting around there, and it doesn't matter, you know, I mean, the helicopter wing catches her. Maybe if that wing wasn't there, then the Survivors maybe could have cleared before it hit the wall, so maybe Snipe just like wasn't feeling that stress. And after taking a 1v1 with the Charger, but Ellis is back up. Dude, they get no chip. I mean, this is crazy. MK, take it away.
Yeah, they got no chip, but they are actually no. They do. They got great chip.
They got some. They eventually got some.
And they're pushing Shockwave back. They see him over the fence, but Shockwave's making his way in. The Survivors are starting to retreat. They know what's up. They're not properly separated, though, in my opinion, here for this. They're way too close to the tank. Anything lands, he's got his corner. NF is not up ahead. Let's see if it works out for Question Mark. Charger comes in, gets melted. This is good. They got to keep backing up. The Smoker. Oh, he misses. His pull. He gets cleared. The Jockey's in the back, and he lands. That'll be his corner. He gets a punch. He gets a double punch. And this is a way better tank for Hokori. It will die off here, but he gets 4 hits total. And the round will be won by Hokori now. Oh, it was so close there, but nobody saw the Jockey. No, it would have been a no-hitter. But they ignored the Jock. You can't ignore the Jock, no. You gotta watch the Jock.
You can't ignore the Jock. I mean, dude, those double smacks, I mean, the fact that those multiple double smacks happening there is egregious, to say the least. Really just should not be happening. Okay, wow, nice skeep by NF. Charge just come in, but it gets through quick. Nice pop, okay, gives them the triple boom, but regardless, they're going to be able to walk forward, and we're typing. They're just typing in team chat here.
Yeah,
just typing.
That is a Corey fashion for you. Even though they talk in VC, there's definitely a lot of chatting that goes on in text as well, and they do have a quad. Question Mark's got to pay attention to this, but I don't think they should slow down. And they're going to go in with the hit here. They're going to have a 2-cap landing. Okay, it's not going to be a quad. Only 2 of the cappers find a Survivor to latch onto. But there are some M2s. The Charger just whipping everything there. And all right, they're going to make it to the tunnel. And if they walk in with this, we'll have about a 200-point game. Question Mark is staying in this. Only because that tank play that came out. Otherwise, I think Question Mark might actually win this chapter now. That didn't happen.
Exactly. Yeah, the tank got way more smacks. Tank only 2 smacks in total, whereas Hokori's tank got 2 double smacks. That alone is double the damage, and they got way more than that too. So I think that they are doing an immaculate side of the tank, but the tank itself, it will come back to haunt them. They just need to hold on though. I mean, let's be real, 100, 150 point differential for your average Cedapug player or center player, that might be an unwinnable deficit and they just want to PG. But in a tournament competitive setting, these players are going to be intelligent and skilled enough to recognize 100 points is so easy to come back from. Nice little charge getting in the side room. Oh, NF stumbled into the spit. They will bleed out a little bit, but for the most part, again, another solid take by Question Mark.
Yeah, Grizz putting the question marks in the air there, but that Question Mark is going to actually push. This is so weird that the name is that, and it throws me off when he's saying it twice in a row. I can't tell you the last time I said Question Mark twice in the same sentence, I don't think I've ever said it in my life until Left 4 Dead was the thing. And here comes the Hunter from behind. The Charger gets a nice spawn, but he misses. He'll get some stumbles. Just a little bit of chip damage, not much. And they are going to walk in with 345 bonus. And it is going to be 200 points in favor for Hokori. And that's one map down now. One map in the second campaign. We could have a whole nother one after this if question mark can bounce back.
Oh man, you can tell Snipe has been in his head this round. He got 15 points of friendly fire. He ate a lot of really preventable damage that if he was playing more heads up would have been avoided. And I feel like he needs to get back on the horse here. He's kind of been stumbling around, you know, having questionable moments. And campaign 1 was good for him, so he needs to get back on the saddle here in Dead Before Dawn and finish it off for his team. They need to go to this third campaign. If they can get the snowball rolling, it'll be enough. Hokori here going to be starting off chapter 2 up over 200 points, 212 I think to be exact. We've got a Hunter, Smoker, Spitter, Boom. Are we gonna have that cheeky Smoker spot on the trash? It looks like not today, but you know they could always throw you off. It's such a good spot. And let's see. Of course, we got to keep in mind your safe room spawn, which is not going to happen. We need a tally. We need to keep a record of how many times the safe room has been left open without being taken advantage of. One.
Yeah, one time it was one time it was taken advantage of. I mean.
Right. Okay. As for the opposite side, probably in the hundreds. But regardless, Boom takes the trash bag spawn, and the Hunt Smoke overlap into the spit, but it's such a late spit and it doesn't even land on anything. And that's going to be a super awkward hit from question mark.
Awkward indeed. Not much coming out here. Their survivors are pushing forward. Tank's at 54% of the way, so we'll see a couple of more hits before they get inside. I don't know if question mark chooses to hit before the event or if they're going to wait for the comms to engulf the survivors for an opportunity for damage, because they do have a spitter, so the survivors cannot hide inside. They're going to go here. Oh, it's a beautiful charge. Where's the spit? Oh, he's so late. They'll get it 2 dings, but no, where was that spitter at? The Charger was amazing. So well done from the charge, but they do get a respectable 7% from it.
Yeah, the spit messed up and hit the highway, and then reset, and then messed up again. Awkward, but Snipe does get the damage in. Snipe, 26 points of damage. He's really carrying it for his team so far. It basically just about single-handedly getting 10% of the HB. Charge comes in from the side, gonna get a coach as Jockey just rips away. Smoker tries to come in as well to the party, and finally they're gonna get some big damage in. And again, if you take the average here, the 3-hit average is about 5%, which somehow is gonna be good enough for question mark.
Yes, it is. I think that's pretty. Look, they're still taking some damage in here, and they'll have a good attack for the inside. I don't disagree with the 2-2 in close quarters. It could always work. So they're going to hit them as soon as they come out here. And this is the perfect spot for a 2-2. Actually, no. If they get the Hunter here, Charger, Boomer, Stubbles, all swimming in the spit, it could lead up to a massive amount of pre-tank damage for question mark onto Hokori, and they would desperately need it. And the only thing that's given up its location now is a Hunter that is now dead, but it has landed. The spit comes out. Oh, Yaft is safe. Wow. Unfortunate. That spit spread doesn't get in there. Not much from that.
Okay, and we're back here at this tank. This tank always manages to find us. Gonna be in 4% in the hands of Snipe. Jockey, I think we're gonna quad. No, 3-1. Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, Spit. I mean, honestly, Boom can be huge here. I think question mark cashes this in before the tank comes in. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like why not? Just cash it in. 2% till the tank comes in. What are they going to do? They're going to hold. And I think one good reason is, you know, holding this means they can't run through, I guess. But, I mean, look how far away this tank spawns. He's got some ways to go. Oh, no. He would be able to block him off, I think. So Hokori is just going to set up. They're going to chill. What do you think, MK? What is the route to victory here? Question mark.
Oh man, this is
With
a
this
tough.
tank.
It's a really a tough one. It's about finding the right angle to commit from and catch the survivors off guard. And right now, it looks like a commit from the back. He wouldn't even be paying attention to it. Look at him. Nobody's even there looking. That'll be a completely clean loop around. But the consequences, if you get caught doing that, it doesn't work out. The survivors run on you. Nice boomer spawn. It's only one. And it's gonna take a little time for the commons to get here. I think. I don't see where they're at. Oh no, they're already dead.
They're dead.
They spawned literally on the bottom there. I thought they were on the outside. Alright, he's making his way in. He lost about 1,300. That's a lot of chips so fast. He gets his first punch very early onto Ellis. There's his second, 3,000 health. He gets the in cap so fast. He has 2,600. He gets the out.
Whoa!
He got his own corner. It's all on his SI. What can his SI do? Nothing, no. And he gets an in cap. There's a corner. Oh, he takes a double punch. Why'd he take the pull guy? And he's going to get another in cap. One survivor up left. He's going to throw a rock. He's going to miss it. And this is going to be a dead snipe.
Oh, the right.
Oh, the
Oh!
jockey can end it. It's all on the jockey. Boomer's up. The jockey lands, and they're gonna get wiped, and this is what question mark desperately needed. Oh my goodness, no. Wow, what a swing we could see here, and we haven't seen a wipe in a while, but it's back.
Whoa, the warehouse wipe here. How does it keep happening in this chapter 2? Well, I mean, for me, this has felt like a massive, catastrophic, colossal misplay from Hokori as a whole. I mean, Shockwave basically got 2-hit in cap there with the tank engage, and then they split 1 and 2 with the player down, and he's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna kill you now too. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a great attempt by Nick to jump up on top of the boxes and to kind of juke him out, but it didn't work, and so that was another in cap. The double smack, like you said, I mean, it was a great double smack, but it was kind of awkward at the same time because the smoke had that guy. But still, they managed to shut it down and lock it up. Beautiful jockey to finish off the round. And look at question mark. They are going to be holding the safe room, not allowing to spawn in as they slowly clear out commons and approach this 2-2. Boom comes in for 1. And this is going to be either a jockey or a charger. I think it should be a jockey. They're sending it. Whoa, the aggression. Hunt's been good. It have pulled into the bushes and not willing to run across the spit to clear him. Oh my god. Hokori got more damage than question mark got in 3 hits.
Wow, the unorthodox hit. They hit with 3 SI, caught him off guard, and look at what happened. I am flabbergasted.
Yep.
I mean, geez, the safe room was even open. I don't know if you noticed, but it was there for a split moment. It wasn't big, but there was separation. They don't take advantage of it. The jockey pre-spawn slows the survivors down a little bit. The jockey latches on in the back. The hunter fails. Good clears coming out from question mark. Only shambles of damage here. They'll get this thing started. No charger in the next hit. Not much of a threat. So I think they should be able to take the next hit pretty respectively. But question mark's got to clean up how much damage they have taken from that first hit was big. Second one was good, but they got to be clean for this tank because all they need to do is make safe room and they can take their first lead of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that first hit really showcasing the power of unpredictability in Left 4 Dead 2. A lot of people talked about, this is a very old game, it's a solved game. The choke points are set up. But being unpredictable can net you huge amounts of points, even against the best teams in the whole world. So it will definitely work against your mid or low level opponents as well. In the meantime, question mark does get hit. It was like, I think, Hunter, Jockey, Smoker, Spit, something like that. It finds some damage. It brings them down to 80%. And the question is, are we going to have another hit here? 2-2. Charge comes out, gets a smack, gets the go. And, Spit player, too far ahead. Spit comes out as well. And it brings him down another 5%. Hokori is not afraid, and question mark isn't either, to punish you if you get out of place.
Yeah, I mean, geez, question mark is just eating quite a few hits now. I mean,
yes.
I know they're trying to be aggressive, but the one at a time kind of works out when you're separated. Hokori just finding all this pre-tank damage. And it's like, even if they survive the tank, the question is how much bonus will they have if they've already lost so much. NF pops his pills early. I think Snipe needs to pop early too, Null. He is 3 tank punches. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Shockwave go down in an instant here. Huge misplay for Hokori. Same thing could happen to Question Mark if they're not careful. Snipe has a pretty shaky survivor side on Chapter 1. He's cleaning it up here in Chapter 2.
What happened to NF's health? He was at 78. He's now 3 tank punches. What is going on? He's still losing health. What's going... He's in. Take it away now.
All right, nice movement. We will immediately get into Ellis, who's one more back before he goes down. Triple boom! In the meantime, only 15 on Grizz, 1K, gets a smack, gets stumbled by his own boom into the jock! And the jock is still on the head. Oh, not a double smack. Oh, jockey's going in for scratch. The hunter is ripping the whole time. This could so easily be a wipe yet again. As the coach gives up and walks into him, lets him take him 263 to 269. I cannot believe that Question Mark has managed to blow it here. Triple boom, quick corner, finish of the round, short, simple, and sweet.
Wow. I cannot believe that they managed to find the wipe out there. That is huge, in my opinion, for Question Mark now. Let's find
Hugely sad.
Hugely sad.
But it is still going to be close. It's still going to be close. I mean, let's not, let's not get too down in the pits here. Hopefully, Question Mark has been able to move away from that unfortunate situation that they had on Detour ahead. Again, I feel like Question Mark can be a momentum team. They've managed to keep it even here in Chapter 2. Chapter 1 was decent enough, right? We got a disparity of still about 220-ish points as they head into Chapter... Dude, it's the 22% tank. We've been asking for this. I know you have. I've been doing it as well. I've been thinking, when are we going to get another one of these early tanks on Chapter 3? It's finally happened. 10% until the tank comes in. Smoke pull. They're going to go in full send. I don't blame them. Gets a couple smacks with the charge. Hunter reconnects. 2.5%.
Sorry, wow, I was tapped out there. I was getting some messages. I apologize, viewers, but I was shocked that they went early here. But actually, no, I'm not, because there's an early tank, so I kind of agree with this. But there's a more important thing that comes into play here now, is that what do you do with the button when the tank's up? Do they go push it now and just try to close it? Or do they, you know what I mean? There's so many things that come into play here.
We know one thing for sure. He's going to be crawling through the vents, approaching the survivors through the vents. Boom, spit, dying at the end. Question Mark doesn't have any SIs to work with. And Doom is going to get chipped for 250 damage from Ellis. Whoa, I love how he jumps on top of the Liberty Mall kiosk and is just ready to shoot him, to light him up. What do you think? 253 points of chip.
Damage is damage now. Take it any way you get. You know, that means that Infected has to go a little early. This is what I was worried about. Them pushing forward here.
Right.
And I think the tank's got to go in, not let them get this door. Should be behind them right now. Force them back. He's doing the right thing here. I think this is the right commit path. Oh, he might go AI.
AI. Yeah, 20%. They just AI. Doom is a... Oh my god. I'm sorry. Hokori is a genius team. Outplaying Doom and Question Mark as a whole. It is very reminiscent of like Chapter 2 of Dark Carnival, where you're in that house and you can just kind of run them back and forth and just bait them out and maybe AI them. And they are dealing with AI tank. Oh my god. Hokori's got to be ecstatic about this. This tank is going to be completely worthless. I'm so happy to be taking away this AI tank here on Chapter 3. And yeah, I mean, absolutely nothing. That has got to feel... I mean, it's just an amazing feeling for Hokori. As long as they don't, you know, throw this round into the trash, they're going to get an amazing score for Chapter 3.
Yeah, that was a misplay by the tank for sure. He got baited to push forward, and they ran back. He lost control, and now it's going to be all on this button. What
The
can
timing.
they do? Yeah, they're just going to delay it with the spit. What I don't like is the charger. Oh, okay. It's cool, but it's not going to get any value for real big damage. It pulled the wrong guy. The button is closed. The hunter doesn't cover in time, and he gets skeeted. And ooh, tank is dead, and button is closed, and they took less than 13% damage.
Oh. It's almost like the tank didn't even happen because, you know, normally you're not going to be too surprised if a team takes 13% during the button. So this is just a really, really underperforming situation here from Question Mark. The round's not over. More key spots. One of them is coming up. But with the boom sacking, I will say Hokori's taking their time here. So I do think NF is going to have plenty of time to get up. But it's going to be a smoker, jockey, spitter. You would really like a charge and a hunt. So they're going to have to, you know, kind of have a compromise here. It's going to be the charger. But no hunter to start off the engagement. I don't know. See how it plays out as Hokori is kind of taking their time. They drop in. 2 players down, 2 players up. What's the play? Charge drops in the middle. He finds Rochelle corner, but quick no bit. And this is a sad hit. This is a frowny face from me as the hit finds about 2%.
A little bit more with the spit drop there, but still they'll be perfectly content with being at the part of the map that they're at without a tank to deal with the rest of the chapter.
Reloading.
And I mean, last time they played this campaign, Question Mark did get the upper hand, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
On this, even though they didn't know the finale, and they lost their map, and now this one is in danger of going for a big swing for Hokori as well if they don't perform on the survivor side. Charger jumping around, goes around the back, doesn't land but causes enough distraction for a 2-cap that gets some damage. And there we go, we finally dip below 80%. 12:09 remaining. And I don't know if they started the button yet. Did they start it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did.
But,
Yeah, they did.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to, you know, kill the vibes here, but we've seen Hokori take the finale many times on Depth of Dawn, and they've been proficient enough every time. We've only seen Question Mark do it once, and it was a really big... Ooh, I love this. But Hokori's aware of it. They dodge the hunter, a little stumble on the charge. That's it. Smoker cleared up.
Guns here.
And what I was going to say is, not only does Question Mark ideally want to be in the lead going into the finale, but they want to be in the lead by a good bit because, again, that is a potential problem area for them as the finale. So a lot that Question Mark needs to overcome. There is still range for it to happen. I'm thinking the Reflex Sports Store, you know, that whole area can be huge for the survivors, or for the SIs, but this area certainly ain't. Not even gonna allow the hunter to get a scratch there.
No, access denied is what they said there.
Access denied.
Nothing. Another clean take from Hokori. The Rico Bank window is now blown open. Infected are chasing them, and they're even about to take this choke point around this lip without having the charger in tow. Charger looking for a spawn in the back. Oh, they got it. Are they going to try to go for it? Here they go. Oh, the spitter. Spits on the pole guy, though. What?
Yeah.
And that would have been so much damage, but they spit on the smoker instead of the charger.
Let's see it play out. Gotta find something here through the reflex. Or what we normally see is a hit coming up through this hallway that's right ahead. It's a huge choke point, but Question Mark's down still. No survivors are slow, so they're going to be scrambling. Hokori, I don't know if they had a good on the SI timers do that pause because they didn't really know, but they are able to do untouched. Smoke comes out from behind, which is awkward. And everything dies besides a spit. They're going to jump on top of the trash pile, get it first try, surely. And this is pretty much it, MK. I mean, how many times do they see me damage come out right here? Definitely not without any in-cappers, right? They walk it in. Oh my god. Almost 1,700 points on this chat. How many times have you seen that? 1,700 points on a chapter in the championship match. This is horrific.
Looks like Shockwave trying to get a sub for him. For another team. Hopefully Shockwave's okay. A lot lately, he's been having to leave
Yeah.
early and not able to make it.
Yeah.
Sometimes life just happens, I guess. It's the way it is.
Mhm.
And here we go live, no hesitation, into chapter 7 of this tournament. No, chapter 8 of this tournament match, actually. Possible 15. Don't know if we'll go the distance or not here now, but question mark's got to perform if they want that to happen.
Reloading.
Charger, Smoker, Hunter, boom! Right into the tank. Question mark has been eating the hits. They have been munching them right up. Needs to avoid doing that. Boom. Finds one. Charger drops in. Finds an F with the smoke. Hunter going to be able to get in there as well. 4%. Make it a 5% with the smoke and the boom as well. Going to be bringing in Yaft for the... What is it? Did they have a chapter? I don't think they even had a chapter 5 tank. I think this is going to be their 7th tank.
Yeah, they just, I think they just voted to change because they knew it was mathematically not possible anymore.
Yeah. And Ev, he liked that the way that Ellis was able to get that 250 surprise chip, and he's going to go set up for the same spot here on top of the kiosk. Eventually drops down. They don't get the chip.
Ooh, there's a lot of common here. Tank's going in, no. Take it away.
He's in. Yeah, he's going to get the corner. Look at this. NF is just stuck up here. He can't even stand up properly. He can't even move. Oh my god, dude. Getting completely party rocked by the tank. Hunter in the charge. Hunter does manage to get in. Just take a little E-Rock into a little smack into the corner with a little charge drive-by just for fun. As Snipe goes down, how about a 2-cap right out the gate with the 22% tank? Going to have 2 players bleeding out through the remainder of this chapter as they progress through. And also, I think they just lost the round as well.
So this is how it's gonna be.
Are they able to save? Oh, I was worried they wouldn't be able to reach him, no, because if he was up there and they couldn't reach him, he's dead.
Yep.
But they'll survive. Oh, man.
They lost the chapter by 150, just about.
They didn't even go through the map yet. That's the crazy part. Rough for question mark. And the question is now adding up to, is the writing on the wall already clear? It's starting to, I think it almost is.
Yeah, I mean, nothing short of perfection is what is necessary here for question mark to get any amount of comeback potential going into chapter 4. And they are already down below 50%. Before the event, they were at 837. After the event, they're at 759. So I'd say that's a decent event for the survivors. But the DB is already just getting chunked down. It's already minus 40%. And yeah, it's just slowly withering, or not slowly, it's actually very quickly withering away. Maybe just getting demolished, vaporized. Charge won't land. Spit kind of avoided. But again, MK, they're down even more.
Yeah, down to 690 to be exact, 44.8%. They're coming up on 40% of the map progression. It looks like they're going to be able to at least push this vent without spawns in very advantageous places, which is going to work out for the survivor team. And indeed, they are down clean. Nothing should be here. They could push out, block all the spawns. The Boomer just comes to the back. Hunter wants to come from the front now. Shotgun players getting ready. They're going to take the easy pounce maybe on the boom guy. No, the Jock takes him. Charger and Hunter both landed. The roll-in tri-cap comes in, and the damage is tallying up. An in-cap goes out. The XDs from Hokori are out from Grizz and Yaft. And the bonus dips down, and look at the damage bonus. No, it is almost gone as the Russians are about to fall to Hokori and give Hokori their 11th first place victory over the course of the past couple of years.
Wow, groundbreaking for Hokori, not only to get to double digits, but to go past it, up to 11. Charge. Nice jump from Rochelle. 400 bonus left for them. You know, I mean, we'll cast it through and through, but this does feel like it's going to need a miracle. We need angels in the outfield here for question mark. Please, somebody help them. from the grave, from somewhere. Call upon a blessing. They need you now. Chapter 4 is going to have to be great, but we got to finish up Chapter 3 with some meaningful bonus first, and it's just not looking like it's going to happen unless Zanix can get untouched. He's doing it so far. Doom's here at half of his permanent HP, or his permanent health, but, you know, MK, 30% of the HP, that's all that Question Mark has, so you're just going to have to go all in on defending these two players.
Get some, baby, get some!
Yes, he does. And one survivor is going to push up. Smoker's going to get a pull onto Nick.
I'm a reload.
No, he's not. He backs off. Jockey comes in, gets blasted out of the sky. Hunter gets blasted out of the sky.
Wow.
All right, so that one's shut down more respectively, but the damage is already done. 357 dropping for Question Mark, and now they can start progressing through the map. 60% or 60% past. Is the Recro Bank even open yet? No, it's not. It's not even open yet. No, they gotta wait a little bit longer.
We were talking about this. I didn't have a chance to weigh on before the match started, but I feel like this is just the classic spot to take it. I don't even feel like it's that bad. I just felt like the Danger Room was a shiny new toy, and all the teams wanted to go to it. But I mean, look at this. Like, they've got plenty of time to shut down eyes. I mean, spit can be a problem. It's really easy to get spit where they want it, but I don't know. It's good enough. Question Mark can be able to go through. They've done a remarkable job of holding on to the bonus so far. It does spike down as they pop their final set of pills. And, you know, NF is 40 HP, so he's going to be perma-slow for the remaining quarter of this chapter. But this is doable here for Question Mark. Again, the focus isn't on defending NF or Snipe. The focus is on defending Coach and Ellis. Prevent them from getting hit, and it's a win for Question Mark.
They're pre-spawn up ahead. Charger wants to cut out. Charger relocated. Now the Hunter lands again. No Skeet coming out. Charger doesn't even go. This is interesting. They're gonna save the spit for the Charger again in the front, I guess. Not what I expected, but I don't know if the Spitter's gonna get away. He might be hunted down. Yeah, he's gonna die here. No, he gets him through the wall.
Oh! Oh, great attempt at the bait. I'm surprised that Charge didn't land, but the ATM will be triggered all the same. And also, some standing spit onto Ellis in that hit in the Reflex Sports Store. So it does chunk down the bonus down to 249. And they've got one more shot here, I do believe. Probably a segmented hit, but NF eventually gets up and over. Hunter and a Jockey is what they're going to have to use.
I don't know if they're gonna get value, but there's no spit to equip with the hit, but they just send it in anyways. Hunter does get skeeted. Nice job by Doom. Jockey trying to find a target, getting bullied.
Okay.
Spit's gonna come out, maybe spit at the door. No, they're not even gonna send it as he walks the wrong side of the door by NF. And they walk it in, and they'll be down 950 Delta going into the fourth chapter of this tournament match on Dead Before Dawn. And no, they're running out of time very fast.
Can we talk about something? Why is Zanix getting 46% of the SI damage and still getting MVP of the CIs as well with 30% of it?
Wow.
I mean, where it like what is going? We need a little bit more from the rest of the squad here coming out. Zanix can't do it all. As we do head to Undead Center Chapter 4, I just feel like, again, this is something I've said, the feeling of this being a momentum-based team here at Question Mark and MK, we see the 22% tank, and I've got to be real, I don't know if this helps Question Mark or it hurts them, if I'm being real. I mean, if they get trapped back here, the damage is guaranteed. The lack of bonus is pretty much guaranteed. So in a roundabout way, this could actually be exactly what Hokori needed, especially if they don't get wiped here.
There we go.
All right.
They figured it out now. We had to hold their hand for a
figured it
minute,
out.
but they figured it out.
Maybe they were trying to get a rookie there on the ping, but regardless, or on the high ping rather. Regardless, we are going to go into it. Obviously, we're going to be starting off on the driver's side. NF is going to be the tank, and he is the boom. So ideally, not going to happen. Charge finds the wall, not quite a smackdown. Takes it, smoke pull. I mean, everything stacks on row, but I got to be real, it's a ton of damage. Actually, a lot of the damage is rookie, of all people. It counts for about 4%, and they're able to push forward. NF holds the boom, MK.
Because he's the tank. This is a great play.
Right.
Oh, he went a little early. They didn't spawn it. Oh, he tried to time it, but it will give us... Ooh, the spitter now. He's going to delay them. They're just going to full send here. If this jockey... Oh, man. If the charger was with the jockey there and all, that could have been a game changer in the back, but they don't. They'll get the tank up. It looks like they're trying to push, which I don't think they can. Now they're going to back off. Wow, he spawned right at the door now. Oh my goodness, the triple charge, double punches. This is probably going to end up being a... No, they get this clear on the charger. Hunter lands. He's going to come over, get a punch onto one survivor, another punch onto Coach. There's another in cap. He has another corner, but Ellis gets out of the corner, but he doesn't let him out. He gets another punch onto Ellis. Another punch on Ellis. It's gonna be 3 end caps. He still has 2,300. He's chasing down Zyko, his former teammate from Fear Factory. He said, "You're going down, my friend. Today you are not my teammate." And he dances on his head, and he does get the kill at 111 HP. But no, now Question Mark has to survive that tank, which is going to be the more difficult part, because making it to the safe room only brings him with up 300 distance. That's not enough, in my opinion, but enough for Chapter 5.
This is totally doable for Question Mark to not get wiped here. I mean, it was what you said, like they for chip or something when they totally could not do that. And they decide, I thought they maybe just take the tank in that wide open room. I don't see why they didn't just stay there. All the SIs were down, but regardless, a quad charge, getting not just the target, but also knocking down 3 players in that hallway is not what I expect to happen to Question Mark. But look at that, 4% from a single charge, just like that. Grizz goes in, he's going to be the spit now. He goes in first, dies real quick. Zyko dies third as the smoker, and they do get 5%. Holding the boom here is Yaf.
Yeah, the only thing difference though is Yaf's not the tank. That is the only difference, now. And they do have a spitter. The spitter is not the tank either. Oh, this is not good. Hokori can't really... Oh man, they're gonna go back? I don't know about this. Yeah, they're just gonna sack the spitter here. Swimmer doesn't land. Spitter spit blocks, but tank can't really make a play. But I don't know where the best place is this no, because they can't get up on top of the bookshelves anymore. Remember, that has been blocked off. So this tank is much more difficult to take.
I like this back room here. We got the desk to kind of juke around. Gonna really just trying to get a body block into single hits is really what Question Mark wants. They want to avoid double, obviously triple, quad smacks, much as they can.
This is all you know. I had the last one. See if they can end it in fashion. Will it be the tournament ending here and Hokori being the victory? It's Zyko's tank, no? We'll see what happens. It is all yours when he is ready.
Dude, Zyko runs it. He misses with the body block. Eventually gets him down. He runs inside, going for multi-smacks. He got the corner row. Gonna get the Hunter Charger. And all the SIs are ripping. Dude, it's not clearing the charge. Dying. And Mark is done for. Tank goes down, but look at the health bars for Question Mark. Disaster.
No, they should have just kept shooting the tank. They would have killed it. So much damage came out of there from not focusing tank. He only had a couple of 100 HP yet, but they survive and they get the distance. This is what they need more than anything, is just to be able to walk to the safe room door. And if they do so, no, I believe that's less than 300 delta, if I did my math correctly. And that makes it a game on the finale, even though they don't know the map very well, and it's in extreme favor for Hokori. So looks like we're going to go at least 10 chapters, barring a quad landing before safe room.
Let's kill all.
Yes, that's a possibility as well. I just, I mean, when you've got 2 players in cap, or capped rather, you got a Hunter and a Charger both ripping away at them. The shotgun player, one shot clears that Hunter. I don't know. I feel like having more gun power better, but there's different ways to look at it for sure. In the end, they survive. I mean, they are in literal tatters, but they're alive. 1/3 of the bonus left, and more importantly, no pills. They are bleeding out. They're going to be slow here pretty soon. Perma-slow, unless they manage to find some more pills. Smoker, Charger, Hunter, and a Spitter. Great spot for it. Charge gets one smack and lasered down, and then everything else gets mopped up quick, but Coach standing in a little bit of spit runs out eventually. And hey, I mean, minimal loss, but really the key point is Snipe is on 33 HP. He's slow. Team's going to have to slow down to match him.
Yeah, but I think the hits are pretty much going to be scripted here with the drop coming up. I don't know if they're going to really try to hit here or just down the bottom. I don't know if it's really... Oh, Charger's going to land. That's going to be a slam because they weren't quite ready for it. I don't know what he was doing standing in the door there. No, that was a little bit of a misplay. That'll be the first in-cap on the Snipe. Self-clear on the Smoker. One Survivor should go down there and start this. Yeah, NF's going to go do so. The event is triggered. So that's going to start coming down. The teammates will regroup. Down to 402 bonus. They do still have points. I don't know if they'll have any more when they get to the safe room, but they need to find some pills for these survivors. They have 2 survivors that have been in-capped, and Hokori's known for picking on survivors who've been in-capped, and that is not one that's been in-capped, but Doom goes down. Charger's going to come over and get him. Yes, it is! And the jockey covers it to be another in-cap going down, and they got to go out and save him. He might die. Oh my gosh, look at Doom. The spit is going to delay this. The spit could probably kill him.
Dude, common lock in the spit. Oh my god, Doom is trickling down.
They gotta save him.
Here's a boom, causing all this commotion. He's gonna pull the pickup, but there's Spitter still. He doesn't go in. They do manage to get the pickup. Spit comes out, standing spit galore. As Nick backs into it, he does manage to find a safety corner though. Well done by him, but look, now NF is going to go down to a Smoker as he's stranded off on his lonesome. Nick is gonna have to reload here. And this is just a circus act here from Question Mark, trying to keep all the rings spinning while staying afloat, trying not to get dragged down by the undercurrents here. Jockey going to get into the way. Charger, Boomer are now alive. Is Hokori going to continue one by one hitting, or are they going to slow it down at this point? I mean, look at the health bars here. Boom comes out, finds 2, finds 3, finds 4. And, I mean, jeez. Question Mark cannot catch a break here.
No, this is disastrous for Question Mark now. He's been down. They got 2 survivors, black and white. The Hunter, they have another survivor, black and white. NF's the only one who has monitor that works. Everybody else is broken now. The spit comes up again. Oh, they get through. Wow, that was close to being a disaster, but I don't even know if full distance is in the thing now. They might go into this finale minus 500. And remember, no, they don't really know it, so...
Right.
Oh, this is rough for them. Hokori looking really good right now.
Hokori needs to go quick. They got a poo too. Actually, the Smoker just died. Jockey comes in. Jockey on the head. Down goes in after last non-black and white player. Spit, obviously not going to be a factor as cannot spit into that pipeline, so they are safe from it. 1 HP on Snipe, black and white. Everyone is black and white for Question Mark. They truly... never mind. We're going to move along from that one. Jockey, Charger, Hunter, Spitter.
So many commons now. They're having a hard time finding their way, but it's a death.
Oh,
we friendly fire death. And it's just a matter of time. And they're not even going to make it within 500, are they? I don't know. It's a long crawl for 2 people to get to that. And the question is, there it is again. Question mark. Will they call Chapter 5? I think you have to because your tournament life is at stake.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't, Nick. Oh my god.
He almost lost the fire.
He did. He just wasn't low enough to die from it. NF is going to die in the flames as well. Look at this. 36% of the SI and 38% of the CI between NF and Xenix. They're just doing everything that they can. And we go to just about as close to a 500-point differential as you can get, about 509, I believe is the differential as we head to New Dawn. Will this be a new dawn for a championship match, or is this going to be the same old as Question Mark gets buried alive by Hokori?
Yeah, I actually, come to think of it, I forgot what the last map was. I think it's Parish. It's a normal map. Yeah, the last map will be Parish if it goes that way.
Right.
But if it doesn't go that way, then we'll see a clean sweep from Hokori now, taking 4 games in a row in the Grand Finals / championship match.
right into it. No spit here. Really awkward hit. Really tough to find damage with this. There's a charge. Smoke charge, Hunt, boom. Hunt gets a jump spawn around the corner. Getting lasered down is hard and the Hunter. Actually, no, the Hunt for a moment. But this is the sort of damage you would expect to see. You know, just a measly 1.1%. But with the 2 boom, they might be able to still hit again before the survivors exit Costello's.
Might. They're actually getting some common damage too, so I mean, they get a little bit from this, but not quite as much as they want. But you didn't have the spitter in the opening attack. But like you said, they're going to get another attack before they get to leave Costello's, and I like that for the specials. They got to make this work. Hokori has even realized it and it chose to slow down and start jumping on top of things as they progress through the map to not give the easiest attack to the special infected. But alright, let's see when they choose to send. Charger relocating a couple of times. You can see map knowledge coming into play. Doesn't look like they really know where to come from. And they are just frantically running around. And at this point, they should let him go up ahead and just hit inside the transition of the building. And no, they're going to go here. Oh, let's charge. Oh, he misses a rookie. And a rookie gets the shutdown on the Hunter, too. Oh, my goodness. There was the opportunity. No, they had a rookie separated. And Question Mark just couldn't capitalize on a rookie.
Yeah, that was a freebie onto a rookie. That charge spit was free as hell. And unfortunately for Question Mark, they're not going to lock it in, bringing their per hit average down to below 2.5%. Not too good. Tank going to be in the hands of Snipe, but that's not going to matter for a while. They've got a couple levels parking garage to get through before that's going to be a factor. It generally feels pretty chill. It just, you know, through the parking garage, but you can definitely get it in. Well, will land and get, I think, a ding or two. 1 boom. Boom, smoke, die last, so we will go into a Hunt charge, jock spit, high hit potential, or high damage potential. What do you think? Do they just do it around a corner, I guess? Actually, some drop-in spawns at this area.
Yeah, there is, but I don't know if they know about where they're at. And we were talking about this. Map knowledge comes into play. Okay, the Boomer Charger seems to have figured it out. So they're going to hit it at the right area. I mean, I don't know. They have a spot over them right here in the corner, but I don't think they realize it. And it's not the easiest to get through. It does have a bar blocking it. And with the survivors just camping in a corner, maybe it's not the greatest idea. But it looks like they're planning on it, though. Yeah, they're going to go, and I don't like this. Here it comes. Oh, they get the 2 charge. The spitter is nowhere close, though.
Dude, the spits, man.
The spits are dropping the ball on Question Mark. That turns out to be a phenomenal hit. I end up putting my foot in my mouth because they do a phenomenal job with the SI, just the support infected. Don't do what they need to do and just landing where the infected lands. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the spit could have gone up there and have the high ground and just like dropping spit once an SI lands. Really, I mean, there were a lot of options. Spitter and not the best. Charger, Hunter, Smoker, boom. The hit's gonna go ahead and send in. Wow. Questionable. Maybe could have tried to do something else with this, but they will be able to get a couple percentage. You know, static tank spawn here, gonna be brought in into the hands of Snipe. And I mean, we look at these survivor health totals. They have dropped down 5 hit threshold. But not much farther than that. They're kind of chilling for the most part. Is here 69 P.
Watch out!
They know he's there. Aw. Good try by the Boomer, though. But he doesn't bring any hittables in play, though. Brought nothing. Usually it's Dumpster, you know? Usually it's Dumpster that's brought in here, and it's just going to be the survivors against the tank and the SI. And Zyko is the only one who's a few punches from going down, and Zyko's not up front. Snipe is making his way in. The Charger was not even close. The Charger stays alive, but he gets his own punch. The Hunter covers. Zyko clears it. Can he win his 1v1 with the jockey? And he does kill it, and this is not good for Question Mark. Oh, he misses a punch, and he has to run. No, he doesn't. He throws the rock, gets the in cap, and he goes in and dies instead of running away. And that is going to be it. And it looks like Hokori is going to seal it up, barring a quad landing. And this is probably number 11 now.
Yep. This is quad. This is quad time. This is quad time. Sending that boom, sending that
Oh, yeah.
bit. Or maybe they saved for the 2-2, but I mean, it's kind of maybe a Poo-2. No, smoke charge, but now they send it in. It took a long time to do that, and it was just a single boom. The smoke spawns in as well. What? We got a spit charge. They're gonna go for it. Get lasered. And look, even Grizz standing up, but he's failing, and he gets dragged down in the one of the pixels that was not covered by spit again. I mean, just unfortunate for question mark. They can't catch a break here. And Hokori, I mean, 61% of the bonus. There's not a whole lot to say. And this has been question mark, struggling to stay afloat. And that tank definitely did not give them any extra buoyancy from Snipe and Co.
Question is now, what is question mark going to do? They have a boomer in
What?
here.
I mean, what is this boom doing?
Yeah, I'm a little uncertain why. They're not going to land it. Hunter! Oh, they try to double team the same target. The charger comes in late. He misses the standing survivor for the reset, but the jockey is successful on getting the reset. So Nick has to go all the way around.
Right.
Nick almost fell down that other hole. I don't know if you saw. Wait, oh, there's a ladder there. I never even knew that.
There's a ladder, dude. But the thing is, this is a quad boom, right? Tons of comments, and also this is a huge stairwell hit. As we see the spits up. Unfortunately, they do get a smoker, but I think it's going to... And yeah, charge and a hunt. So if they can wipe away the bonus, boom, that would be great. Hunt, spit. Where's the spit? Where's the spit? Where's the spit? Spit onto nothing. Again, question mark has been playing completely spitless in this championship match. They did not want any spits. Whenever they get a spit, it's just a wasted SI.
No, they're not spitting, they're swallow. I mean, I shouldn't say that.
Oh
this is a
God.
game here, so. I mean, who knows? I mean, you're in what you're into. Who am I to judge? But the survivors move out into the open. Probably the last 2 or 3 hits coming out here. Open attacks as well. Question mark's gonna have a really difficult time finding value. Boomer, nice rocket. Jockey lands 2. The spit goes on to nothing. Hunter's gonna hold, and I believe they're going to get a quad sack at least before the rescue vehicle. And this will see if they're gonna have a last-ditch hope. But if this Hunter dies, no, he's not. Okay, he's going to stay alive. He's going to be a little chipped. Oh, that Hunter's making me nervous now.
Yeah, right.
Bouncing around, just waiting to lose HP. Okay, here it goes. Quad time. This will be it. Question mark needs this. Tournament life at stake. If they do not land this quad, I think it is 100% over. Because right now we need a 500 bonus to match this game up with what it is right now. And here it goes. The charger misses. They're going to land a roll-in tri-cap. No, it's not enough. And that is going to give them 484 points of bonus. And the bonus alone is, I believe, about to put it out of reach.
And dude, where's the bus? Did the bus load for you? I just see the driver and a couple walls, but hey, if the bus is there, I'll trust you. I don't see a bus on my screen, but that's good for them. Regardless, I mean, it's going to be plenty of bonus locked in, and yeah, I mean, the smiley faces being exchanged quite rapidly on both sides.
How would they say it? Not even close. But no, I believe that is a Ewan thing, not question mark. I think I have a mix. There are some Ewan members in here, though. Just saying.
Right. Yeah.
But not all of them are here. Noro being the head leader of that team and was the one that did that. No 4K, no win, easy. The XDs come out, go Perish. And look at it, they say go Perish.
Yeah, I'm saying ceviche win. I mean, these players are so seasoned. They know each other so well, and even in defeat here, gonna have some friendly banter. But maybe, I mean, there is 1,500 points is basically the name of the game here for Grizz. Just to entertain the idea, they can lose 100. They can lose 100. They've already lost 10. They've lost 30. At that, so they can lose another 70 points here.
70 points spare isn't bad.
70 points on the whole chapter.
If you were on Parish 1, I'd say you'd have a chance. But unfortunately, this is not Parish 1. This is...
All right, weapons.
Dead Before Dawn's finale. I forgot what freaking campaign we
Okay,
were on
yeah,
here.
thank you for clarifying that.
You know, orange box juice. I never noticed
Orange
that
box
sign.
juice.
Yeah.
The Costello's food shop is absolutely horrific. The signs that you see for some of these objects, I would never want to buy these foods. Jockey comes in, Hunt Spit comes in as well. But look, the Spit, they wanted to match question mark's energy here, and they send a Spit just onto a random stairwell that was nowhere near.
Reloading.
Oh,
Reloading.
I'm not sure if we lost you for a second there, no, but they're going to go in with their attack here with a Putu, I believe is what. Nope, they have a Hunter, not the Putu. And shut down pretty cleanly. Less than 10% taken off of question mark right now, but Hokori has officially done it. 5 points in their favor. It is no longer being able to come back, and this will guarantee number 11 for Hokori at his first places, by the way, guys, in the last 4 years. What a task to pull off now. What a task.
Incredible. Incredible. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay, we got a Charger Hunter Jockey Spit ready to go for a Corey Hunter. Spawns around the back. Jockey going in front side. He's going to get the stumble, or he's going to play off the stumble from the punter. Charge not able to get in there, but oh my god, the spread is magnificent. Nick is able to jump up, but it's too little too late. The damage is done, and they are hovering around 80% bonus as they lose another 100 points of it.
Reloading.
W key is in tow now for the Survivor team, trying to get this tank up before they'll have another opportunity for damage, and I don't know if they'll make it. Nick is really separated, but doesn't turn out to be any much of a threat to him because he was blocking all the spawns between the Survivors, so it worked out. Here they go for a quick hit on the run back. Nope, they're going to back off, and the final tank of the game will be their substitute, a rookie, and he's coming in, Null. Finishes off.
Okay, a rookie going to be... Oh! Boom, finding two. Not quite... I'm surprised it wasn't able to find Nick. Nice movement by him, but the tank is down, I think, and the Survivors are up as they are continuing to press through the remainder of this chapter, but they're going to walk into the Horde. And there it is. They're going to spawn the Horde as they're just running forward. The tank is...
Rookie's lost.
Yeah, lost is a good way to put it, and he is going to go AI.
Yeah, they are. They're just going to run right past him like he doesn't exist. The tank's going to take forever to get there. They might actually make it. Well, I don't even know if the tank's going to catch up with them. No way, no. They're actually going to make it to the safe room with the tank alive. And they might get depth charge, so they got to be careful, not be a little too aggressive here. As there's a Survivor separated. No, they won't get the death, but they'll get the 2-cap in the back. Good damage as well, but the rescue vehicle is already summoned. And there's the Jock in the back. They get the clear. This is good damage. All right, and they're out. Now the question is, the tank going to catch a ride with the Survivors?
He's taking the stairs.
Oh, is he getting there?
He's taking his way. He's coming after him. He's got something to say.
There he comes.
Hey, Rochelle. Bro, you're in danger, girl.
They could just keep running around in circles, you know that, until eventually, yeah. They don't have to fight this guy. Oh, is he getting ran? Oh, he's climbing the rescue vehicle. Let's go, tank. Look at him. He throws a rock.
Dude.
Oh, 10 out of 10, bro. This rock is, oh, let's go. They skeet the rock. He's on his way in. The support is jumping around. This is absolutely bananas. What an end. The tank showing off, riding in. The Charger lands. He lands the rock. The Charger gets cleared. The rescue vehicle is now ready to depart the Survivors. I lost control of the tank. Oh, the tank is now dead. But what an entertaining ending to the game with the tank going AI and all. And the final chapter score and the winner of the North American ReBooT is going to be... Wait a minute. Okay, it's finally taken off here. I think the tank being alive kind of messed everything up there with the AI director. But Hokori will get the victory, 3,902 to question marks 3,000. 607. GG's, Null, and congratulations to Hokori on their 11th victory.